suspended, I think, it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. Good evening to those of you in the UK. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and in some cases, good night. Welcome to the Belgium versus France live watch along, people. Better yet, live UEFA Nations League watch along, where obviously together we'll be watching, reacting, commenting, and whatnot in real time. One love for everybody that's tuned in. As I said, good evening and greetings and whatnot. Hope you've all got your health. Hope you've all been having a good week. Hope you've all had a good day. And, hope you're all in good health. And like I keep saying, and I'd like to extend that to your loved ones. Hopefully it's a good game of football. I mean, Spain feels a bit disrespectful to say whether Italy or Spain won, or regardless of their things and whatnot, saying it's an upset because they're two big footballing nations. But Spain, if we're real, pulled off an upset. They played well. Yeah, there was a couple isolated incidences we can talk about in that game. But, this game hopefully this game as a neutral picks up where that game left off, really and truly. If I'm honest with you, again, Belgium, again, good team and whatnot. The same can be said for France. France didn't really have the best of Euro campaigns and almost are bringing back down to earth. And there's probably going to be hell of pressure on their gaffer and whatnot going into the World Cup next year. And every game they play, it's a semi-finals. End of the day, there's an opportunity to be 90 minutes or excluding extra time away from winning something for your country, for winning a trophy, full stop. That's what you're in the business for. Again, yeah, you're going to remember your experiences and things, but legacy lives beyond, innit? So to say you won something with your national team is quite something big, in my humble opinion. So yeah, man, I mean, for a second, I thought I was on the wrong channel, but it's actually just showing the replays of Italy versus Spain. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well and safe. I hope everyone's in good spirits. I'm going to get into the lineup in a second, people. It's just dawned on me. I actually have not put that in the banner below, which I apologize for, but I can do that right now if you give me a second. Can't lie, man. I've got an extra ring light in front of me now, and it's more. I can't lie, people. It's hot as hell, man. One love for the DG hoodie members, and make sure you get your DG hoodies. But this is a Mazzolini, man. It's too hot right now. It's too hot. I need to be in a t-shirt, man. It's way, way, way too hot, man. I'm boiling. Hopefully the game's sizzling as well. Hopefully there's some DG screamers and all of those sort of things. Let me put this over there. So yeah, let's get back to this. England's under 21s are playing. To be fair, I just watched the highlights and the reruns really when it comes to internationals. But you're right, might as well big up S as well. Always here. Slovenia versus England. 4 minutes in. Hey, shout out to you. This is a shout. I mean, we can watch this for a little piece. Let's see what's going on. Smith Rowe agenda. Shout out to Smith Rowe, Balogun, and Tyrese John Jules, who are all obviously part of the England squad. Oh, I can't lie. Slovenia are bopping. Oh, is he onside? Oh, England might go down. I can't lie. Oh, that's a pen. Oh, and they scored already. Ross, we're down. What's the ref on? I mean, England. Oh, shit, it's England. Sorry, I'm wearing the wrong kit. I'm watching the wrong kit. I thought England was in white. Hey, England bopped it. My bad. I need to get match fit. So, yeah, it's all good. For that Slovenia. But it's good play from Ryan Brewster and Cole, boy. Look at Smith Rowe. Gallagher's playing well there, man. But, yeah, back to this game. Again, I need to bring up the lineups. Gallagher's just continuing that good form. I can't lie. Do you lot reckon he makes it at Chelsea? Obviously, it's very difficult. I think he's a Premier League player. However, so that was footy. For some reason, I thought England was in the white, but that was footy. And I thought we should have had a pen in that regards. Brewster's pushed. And I mean, I swear you can still send off a man for the action and whatnot. So it needs to happen. But that's France's lineup there. Belgium's one is there. Man, no spoilers, really. I would say where either team's concerned, if I'm honest with you. Came in at the right time for this England-Slovenia game, bro. See why it pays to be late sometimes. People are saying, oh, DG, you're not on time. Make sure we're following and subscribing and whatnot. So yeah, apologies for that. You can see the graphic below me. You can see the lineup if you're just on a reading thing. But obviously, where France are concerned, first things first, French team. Let's start with the opponents of Belgium. 2-man up front. You've got, Real Madrid's Kylian Mbappe and Benzema. See what I did there? Obviously, that's going to be a massive task to deal with for any defender. They switched to a back three now. It was kind of rubby in the Euros, but they do need to try something different. Jules Okonde's in that right-hand side. I think he had a tough Euros, but he is a talented player. Raphael Varane, spearheading the defense again. To be honest with you, Kimpembe and all the calamity partnerships they were doing in the Euros needs to stop. They've got Hernandez at left centre half as well. So that's their back three. Captain Hugo Lloris is there as well. Pavard, I can't lie, you had a rubby Euros and, you know, you've been getting away with the ability to play fullback for club and country, and you're a good player. I like Pavard. But when he's got at, he does look like a centre half playing that right back, if that makes sense. Rabiot and Paul Pogba partner each other. You know, Antoine Griezmann seems to be, I'd say, in the 10 row. And I mean, that front three, because Griezmann is going to go up there. That front three is going to do some wonderful stuff. Obviously, you've got Pogba there as well. You've got Theo Hernandez as well, left wing back as well. So again, a bit of an evolution of tactics from France. Keen to see if Kylian Mbappe can have a good game, because as an outsider, it seems like he gets a lot of pressure from the French press, and it seems that he's quote unquote at times public enemy number one. He was the media darling, and it's flipped. You see what I mean about the honeymoon period? People in general. Where Belgium are concerned, again, no real surprises. Courtois, Alderweireld, Donaya, Vertonghen, Cassans, Witsel, Telemans, Carrasco, De Bruyne, Captain Eden Hazard, and Romelu Lukaku. So again, I don't think anybody here is surprised by what they've seen realistically. So yeah, man, let me know your opinions. Let me get a poll started as well in relation to who you lot think's gonna win and all of those sort of things as well. Oh, not if I close the tabs. That was stupid, weren't it? Sorry, folks. That was very, very silly from me. Sorry. Can't do that if I close the Twitch management page. Very silly. One love to everybody tuned in. Make sure you're following and subscribing. Make sure you're supporting on YouTube as well. So yeah, let's go. Start. There it is. Manage poll. Winners tonight. That's the first question I'll be asking you. Lot winners tonight. What we've obviously got Belgium, France. Let's go for France extra time. Belgium extra time. In extra time. Let's have it the same way. And I'll just put pens because we've just run out of options, people. I'll put pens. We'll call it an unofficial draw because obviously there can be no draws, but you get the point. So yeah, leave that one running. You lot get your votes in as well. That's live now. So yeah, here's what it is. Pogba, man, are saying Pogba masterclass. To be fair, man, I want a decent game. I would love to see a Pogba versus Kevin De Bruyne thing. Obviously, I prefer seeing Pogba for France because he seems freer. You know, again, you're a United fan. I have nothing to do with United, but I mean, I think we all know where we're at with Pogba. We all know the player. We know the variables, and I just think when you've got a team that's serious, quote unquote, with France, you see a better Pogba. Now, ironically, I do think when you look at Pogba in that sort of pivot role, you're still going to get your Pogba and your skills and what Pogba comes with. But I always feel a bit of that at United if he was to play in position of one of a Fred or McTominay, that Pogba can do it and he gives the collective something. But it's almost devil's advocate because do you run the risk of? It's not that you kill Pogba individually, but to get more out of him from a collective point of view, like he showed actually when they won the World Cup. Do you rob him of what he could do as an individual where it's up to you lot, man? So, yeah, man, make sure you're getting your votes in, man. A gambling is saying 8 bags on France. I said Belgium would top the group, Raz. I don't know what you lot are talking about, but fair play. You lot seem to be on each other. Going to be interesting to see who is going to be the main guy for England in the next few years after Kane. Greenwood, in my opinion. Obviously, by them times, realistically, there'll be a next guy that's on stuff. There'll just be a next guy. But for me, it's once Greenwood knows how to kind of play with his back to goal a little bit, and he obviously develops a bit. He's just turned 20. I think it's Greenwood, but I'm probably missing someone else out. There'll be a next guy. Really, realistically. There we have it. That's all cushy where that one's concerned. Missing out bare comments. This game could be active. I can't lie. Ramsey's been fouled. They're just chasing shirts, man. England should be a couple more goals up, considering it's only been 10 minutes. From what I've seen, this looks like it's been run one-way traffic. Belgium's defense worries me. I feel you because obviously, Vertonghen and Alderweireld been good centre halves, given a lot to the game, but they're probably past it if we're real with ourselves, with respect to them. Donaya, I can't lie, personally, I don't really rate too tough. Cassandra's 30, obviously, and whatnot. But you're right in that regards. Telemans, you know, could see a good performance from Telemans, in my opinion, because obviously Cassandra as well, because club form's been a bit for everyone at Leicester. It's been a bit up and down. Sometimes when that's happening, the best thing to do is go out there and play for your country and get away from things. Same logic I said with Jadon Sancho being called up for England. You might see him bag a brace or something if he starts, and who knows, that might be the kick-on period. Want to see something from Lukaku? I can't lie. It seems like the same old skeletons are coming back to get him, in a sense of, you know, we're asking, yeah, he scored against Arsenal, but he ain't really done nothing in the big games and whatnot, really. I know he saved Chelsea a couple of times this season. Eden Hazard, obviously, Real Madrid, it's not working in it. It's not happening right now. We need to see something and, you know, remind the world of what you're on. I can't lie, Kevin De Bruyne as well. He's a fantastic player on form, you know, only really Mo Salah. You know, if Pogba weren't at United, him couple up, maybe there's what Ronaldo by default. He has a claim to be the best player in the league, without a doubt. Or it's not criminal for someone to suggest that. But can't lie, he's been playing a bit smelly, if we're real with ourselves. You know, he didn't do. I know he scored against Liverpool, but really, if you watch the game, he didn't do much. They beat Chelsea, obviously, but by his own standards, he's a passenger. I know he doesn't look fully fit. And interestingly, Kevin De Bruyne said he regrets taking the painkilling injections during the Euros. Sometimes footballers need saving for themselves, man. Boy, that's your guy, bro. And then it support them thing there, but like if that's what you're on still, like when you call him that there, I rate you though. You tried to do a jog thing, you tried to be clinical. I see it. And now banner aside, you know, I like Greenwood. Same way I like Callum Hudson-Odoi. Sorry, it's 2-0 England. Who done that? The camera quality is poor. Cole Palmer, Man City. Cole Palmer's made it 2-0 there. With respect to Slovenia, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. But moving away from that and staying on course with that, Pogba is a different man, in my opinion, in a French shirt. Apart from when he plays Granit Xhaka, you know them ones there. Everyone's a centre mid until a real centre mid pops up on the scene. It's normal. Agendas have to run. Going to be interesting. Oh, sorry, man. I'm bugging now. I've already seen that, but it's such a good comment. I was going to pull it up twice. This game is going to be lit. Superstars on both teams. I can't lie, man. I hear you. But by that logic, is it one of them games where it's smelly? It flatters to deceive. It's a blockbuster thing, but in reality, it don't really. Everyone wasted their money buying the ticket. I thought we might have seen that yesterday. Are we due one? Surely there's gonna be a stinky semi-final, and again, it's a semi-final. You have to kind of go for it. I'm not gonna lie though. Didn't really get. I do think the Nations League's been taken a bit more seriously, and the fact that there's a finals put more of a competitive edge on just the whole pre-season. I mean, international periods. But yesterday it didn't really look like, you know, with respect to Spain and Italy, it didn't really look like, man, it's the end of the world for man not really winning this. I know Euros, you know, Italy have just won that, so how can you really compare the two? Again, trophy's a trophy, but you get the point. And they need to bring on Balogun and let him scumbag a couple goals, man. I got agendas, Tyrese, John Jules, all these guys. Spurs is Oliver Skip. He's a decent player, but that man there got no drippers. You see, Arsenal got Saka, United got Greenwood, at least Chelsea got a little Callum Hudson-Odoi. They got no seasoning with their youngsters, the Spurs youths. Shout out to Janil Bennett and now John Don. I like Dane Scarlett, but their man's youngsters got no seasoning, no panache to it. Pogs versus Kevin De Bruyne. Come on now. I miss you on Rance's show, blood. I'm gutted when you're not there, and that's most weeks. Well, Gwanji. What do you mean I'm not there most weeks? I'm there most weeks. Shout out to Rance. You know, obviously, with respect, I have my own life with things that need to happen. You know, obviously, shout out to Rance, and he knows. But when man have things to do, I have things to do in it. You know, I want that. Like, I'm there most weeks, man. My punctuation ain't that bad. Come on, now. Show the trim. I think you can see the tick. Can't lie, I'm rooting for France, but on as our masterclass don't sound too bad. To be fair with you, I prefer France to win, but it's a neutral thing. There's agendas to run. Hazard turns up, agenda. He doesn't turn up, agenda. Lukaku turns up, agenda. He doesn't turn up, agenda. Kevin De Bruyne are the same. You know, it's Vermaelen in the squad. There might be a little agenda there. Same with France, you know. Don't get twisted. I support the French team more than the Belgians tonight, but there's agendas. Supporting Pogba all the way. All of a sudden, boy, Tell you, man, the fans them are not loyal. I tell you all the time. Courtois, I mean not Courtois. Yeah, Courtois agenda, mind you, ex-Chelsea lad. Boy, Loris. If Loris drops a clanger, boy, you know, there's something to run there. Pogba, you're my guy, but it's not safe. You know, Rabiot kind of on you because of what your mum was. How your mum was carrying on with Pogba's, you know, in the scenes in the Euros. Benzema's the only one safe from agendas. Mbappe, it's safe but not safe. Depends what's going on. But yeah, man, that's France's lineup. Once again, Hugo Lloris, Hernandez, Varane, Jules Okonde, Rabiot, Pogba, Griezmann, Pavard, Hernandez. That's Theo Hernandez. There are two Hernandezes if you're, you know, not about Lucas Hernandez and Theo Hernandez. I swear them and they are brothers. But yeah, man, that's good for them. And with respect to France, I know I don't want to be that guy, but it needs to be said, you know, in a day and age of far rights, especially in European countries and whatnot, you look at some of these names, it celebrates diversity. You know, man are called Benzema, Algerian descent, Mbappe, Griezmann, that sounds Spanish. Hernandez sounds Spanish. Pogba don't sound French. Conde don't sound French. You know, I'm sure Varane's got 1-2 nationalities, so this is why you should celebrate things. But Hugo Lloris, Hernandez, Varane, Conde, Pogba, Rabiot, Griezmann, Pavard, Hernandez, Benzema, Mbappe make up France's starting 11. Bear man on to Belgium's defense. Belgium's defense is washed up. Boy, who knows? They might throw a masterclass because a couple of Spanish players, sorry, we would have said they're rugby yesterday and they did things. So, boy, anything can happen. Can't rule out anything. Can't rule out anyone. This game should be active, hopefully. I mean, that's all I want, a good game of football. I don't rate, sorry, Kimpembe ain't it? I don't rate him too tough. Man, this is what I meant to bring up. I don't rate Conde, but he's better than Kimpembe. I can't lie, Kimpembe's kind of rubby, man. Can't lie, DG. The new light makes the camera look more crisp and the green screen doesn't act up as much. Appreciate that, my guy. We're trying gradual improvements until we look like it's Sky Sports. I mean, I definitely feel like, you know, shout out to all my Caribbean ones that are locked in. I feel like I'm in the Caribbean because there's enough heat. Feel like I just stepped off the plane at Mobay, really, and everything's just licking me in my head back. But we make moves, man. Start acting like Pogbeezy doesn't done Xhaka. Bro, you're forgetting. We've got agendas, bro. You're forgetting Xhaka's not my guy. All right, same way. All right, cool. Do you want praise for that? You're forgetting we're out here for agendas. And I'm here to rustle, man. I'm just, I do it with my United brethren as well. Like, it's just, you mentioned like Pogba, man, get defensive, you know. There's just certain trigger points with fans. I get defensive, but when I see Saka sometimes on live streams, and man, I change it. I'm there trying to do the politics thing, like, yeah, I respect everyone's opinions, which I do, but I'm there like, no, what do you mean, little Chilly done that? What do you mean? Would you forgetting what he's done? Forgetting what he's brought to the table? This Alderweireld guy is suspect. That's harsh, but you know, this golden generation, a couple man where Belgium are concerned, you know, it's dusty now. They need to keep it moving. Xhaka's my guy. Anyone that plays for Arsenal is my done, but wait. Can't lie, Xhaka's boss. Xhaka's, you know, I ain't seen Pogba score them United screamers against us, but I seen Xhaka lick off United's heads back. You know, boy, I seen Xhaka bully United, bully Chelsea. I seen him bully couple guys still. Kimpembe is Buki. This is France's best lineup. I can't lie, France got bare suspect, man. Like, you know, Varane is a quality centre half, but let's be real, he's one of them. He has a mistake in him, and when he plays poor, he plays very poor. Jules Okonde, I think he's decent, but this level, there's fine margins, and I think he can be found out. Pavard, I think you're not a fraud, but there's serious surveillance that needs to be done. You know, Hernandez, again, see what people are on. Rabiot watch as well. I think Pogba don't have to show me nothing because he's quality, but Rabiot watch today. I need to see he bring something to the table. I like Griezmann, and Mbappe's there, and you know, Benzema, my guy, sauciest footballer about. Did you just say Xhaka Pogba? Fair enough, you're moving, man. Xhaka knows how to beat Pogba and them guys, bro. It's like, man. Make sure everyone puts bread on predictions. Let me see what the predictions are saying. One love to everyone that has taken part. I can already see. I mean, to be expected. Most people, you know, betted on France. What can I do? Prediction. I gotta stop falling for this, man. Every time I fall for it. Because it says predict button. I'm like, yeah, I can join. And then it hits me with the harsh reality. But yeah, so far, why is it freezing? I believe it said 70% have gone with France, 30% have gone with Belgium so far. So yeah, shout out to you lot. Belgium, man, get your thing going on. Take more clothes off, Tino. All that, dog. Yo. Yo. Yo, my guy. So I just maybe something got lost in communication there, but yo, dog. Okay, cool. I'm reading the comments. All right, cool. That one there was mad still. But anyways, I appreciate everyone there, man. For me, you let Pogba do what he does. For me, you let Pogba do what he wants. He's just that good. I hear that. But then you got to make sure the system is spot on. Like the other 10 are spot on, and the quality players take nothing away from France. But would you say that is necessarily a functioning unit? I guess we're going to find out. DG, what's your prediction? Think a 2-1 France. Benzema, Mbappe, Griezmann assist. Pogba long range pass in pre-assisting. But same way, I think Belgium might do a thing today. There might be something in the air because there is question marks over France because of how they've been performing and whatnot in general and over some individual players. And Belgium might relish that. Hopefully Thierry Henry's doing the thing, but I don't know, man. If I had to bet bread, like if I was allowed to bet, I would have gone with in my thing. I would have went with France. So I'm gonna say 2-1 France, but something's just telling me Belgium might at least something Buki might they might take the lead or something. But I think a lot of that stuff happened in the game yesterday, so we might just see a standard. Dreamworld FC Pogba hat trick, 3-0 France. Fair play. Can more people put money on Belgium, please? Man just wants to make peas, man. What else have we got? I mean, what's going on in the world of football in general as well? Like, obviously, listen, we spoke about certain footballers doing mad things. Shout out to Newcastle as well, people, because it's all mad right now. It's all mad. As you lot know, people, I'll just read it out to you lot while you lot can see France's lineup. You can see Belgium's and both lineups floating below on screen. But apparently the 300 million takeover of Newcastle United has officially been completed, with a Saudi-led consortium ending Mike Ashley's 14-year ownership of the club. The Premier League confirmed the takeover in a statement on Thursday, saying it had received legal binding assurances that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will not control Newcastle United. The investment group is led by Public Investment Fund PIF and also comprises of PCP Capital Partners and RB Sports and Media. Apparently, Newcastle's new owners are expected to replace Steve Bruce as head coach, but no decision has been made on when this might happen. So again, I guess at first things first, as I've said previously, 5 minutes until kickoff, people. As I've said previously, I think the fans deserve it. I do think, I understand concerns ethically about Newcastle's owners and whatnot, and I know there's human rights and all these things, and I'm not condoning it. We're all grown enough to concede, wrong is wrong and right is right, and we don't condone any of those heinous things. But if you really want to get into that, then to be honest with you, to a degree, I'm not saying we're all killers and whatnot, but we're all hypocrites. I can't really sit here and do the justice thing when I got an iPhone. And we all know that, for a country like Congo should be one of the biggest beneficiaries of an iPhone being created, are they? And things like that. So if we want to break down ethics down to what's in our bloody kitchens and things like that, and, everybody's moral compass is different, and it's always different when you like someone. But these guys, this, that, and the other. Now, if we go through the whole Premier League or most owners, I'm pretty sure there's cobwebs and bookie dealings and whatnot. So that's a whole nother debate. For Newcastle fans, I'm happy. I'm keen to see the succession plan because, again, it's well documented the wealth these guys have and whatnot. What are their plans? You're not going to turn into Man City overnight, but you could if you get it right. So I'm keen to see. I mean, would they bring in Conte? Would Conte be on it? If I was him, you could probably get a very handsome contract at this stage of your career. If I was Conte, and also you'd probably be given a decent little budget. Now I know there's FFP and all these things. As I said, maybe St. Maximin and Joe Willock knew things, man. They need to bring back now a Ranger for the culture, people, if I'm completely honest with you. So yeah, it is where it is. So yeah, shout out to Newcastle, and that should be good because as I've previously said, Newcastle deserve it really and truly. Their fans are a bit like Arsenal fans in that you really struggle to see what the hell the club's doing, really and truly. So yeah, man, it seems like that Newcastle thing has been officially completed, folks. So make of that what you will. Where this game's concerned, people, we're 3 minutes until kickoff. National anthems being sung out by both teams. I'll run through the lineups once again with you guys, people, before I remove the screen. Let's go on to Belgium. Courtois, Alderweireld, Denayer, Vertonghen, Cassange, Witsel, Telemans, Carrasco, Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, and Romelu Lukaku. Moving away from that and going back straight into France, people. Where's the France one? Once again, where France are concerned, Loris, Conde, Hernandez, Rabiot, Pogba, Varane, Griezmann, Pavard, Benzema, and obviously Kylian Mbappe. So yeah, that's the lineups of both teams, people. You can see it in the graphic below, but let's get everything ready. We're 2 minutes until kickoff. Omar has said a last chance for the supposed golden generation to win a trophy. To be fair, you got the World Cup next year, but boy, you're right in the sense of golden generation. I ain't seen them do much, man. Mbappe safe, but not Pogba. Because Pogba plays for United, bro. Pogba is man, then Pogba is cool. It's you, man. It's his boys. You know, do you not don't get it? Do you think I like a gender in Pogba? Absolute lovely footballer, all Greenwood. It's just them man play for United. Like as simple as that. Like same like anyone who steps foot and plays for Chelsea or Spurs. It is what it is. And Ndombele is wavy. Unfortunately, he plays for Spurs. So all of a sudden, boy, 60 million, boy, you know, I don't know. It's what it is. It's like if Kareem Adeyemi does anything dodgy and goes to Premier League teams, the first thing I'm going to say is, unfortunately, and I don't believe it, there's got to be a reason he was round them sides and Bayern Munich didn't take a chance. Boy, it's agendas, man. 2 minutes left. Get your predictions in. Are you going to change the thing? Right, it still says that. Right, we're moving mad. It shouldn't say that. It's bugging out. Why the hell is it saying that? And you see how Twitch is doing me dirty? Because actually, I've copied and pasted it once again. It says that here. Twitch tried to do me dirty. Love for that, Prince. I'm not happy, Twitch. What's all that about? The hell is all that about? That's how you get done dirty. What is all that about, Twitch? One love to everyone that found their way here regardless. No, that's bugged. I'm actually peed off. How long has it been like that? Probably what, the whole 28 minutes? Aye, man, that's frustrating. Between Twitch and StreamYard, you lot need to pattern. Me going my way. Nah, man, I'm getting that. Kickoff is imminent, folks, as well. But I'm getting to the bottom of this. There's hella icy freeze in the France thing. We doing the knee today? Yeah, we're doing the knee thing today. I knew we were. Them man there yesterday weren't doing the knee thing, but it's a knee thing. I knew when I see Lukaku and Mbappe and them man, we're doing the knee thing. There's too much wavy icy freeze about to not do that. Belgium will kick off where we're concerned, folks. Please make sure you're following and subscribing, hitting the subscribe button, and we're off, people. Belgium versus France. One love to everyone that's there. Nah, it just changed the notification I got on my phone, said the correct title. Boy, it's where it is, man. We have to run with what we've got now, innit? Is where it is. One love to everyone that's tuned in. And yeah, man, this should be a lit game. Immediately, you can see what Belgium are on, trying to find Lukaku in the channels. And maybe, quote unquote, the back three is actually, a better thing to deal with Lukaku because you can pass him over and whatnot, provided you lot do your job and communicate. To be fair, as mad as Kimpembe moves in terms of a physical threat, he probably could have went with Kimpembe. But then again, I'd always rather someone who reads the game over physical presence every day of the week. Most billionaires have done something illegal to get to where they are, bro. Both of it, well, bear them got their hands dirty, man. And I'm not condoning it at all. I'm definitely not condoning killing and murdering and things. But I mean, ethically, bro, how ethical is the world really and truly down to ourselves? Because we're not murderers. Oh, at least I hope you're not. We're not killers. We're not any of those mad things. But, if we was to break down ethics, if we was to look at things and align our morals, we probably shouldn't have a lot of items in our house. Maybe even arguably TVs and whatnot. A lot of our clothing, a lot of the food we buy, phones, etc. Music we listen to as well. You know, people will condemn murder, but you're listening to someone say shoot him up. I'm doing that. I'm not saying I don't listen to that, because I love that stuff. I don't like censored music. But anyways, back to this game, folks, people. It's still 0-0. Both teams are feeling each other out. For the second time, Belgium have unnecessarily tried to hit Lukaku alone, isolated into those channels. He's up against 3 centre-halves. If nobody joins him, there's no point. France are here in possession with Hernandez. Benzema, Skengzma in possession. Arguably the best performing player in Europe right now, if it's not Mo Salah. I know Lewandowski might have something to say about that. Tyler Switch, yeah? What's that? DG should speak French from the watch along since he's from France. My mum always gets on to me, man. She's always saying you should have spoke French and that can't do it, man. But yeah, obviously being a proud Parisian. In fact, one sec, people, I'm still here. How you mean, man? You lot are motivating the guy. You lot creating a monster. You lot creating a monster. You shouldn't have gassed me. Shouldn't have mentioned anything. You know, it's deluded Parisian business. Deluded Parisian. No, this is not OnlyFans and them things there. But deluded Parisian. Come on, to t'appelle. Speaking of that, Benzema, je suis. It's dealt with by Belgium. I can't lie, it's opening up now. Kevin De Bruyne has put Cassandre under problems and he's had to go down the channel, and it's Lukaku up against Varane. Does well to hold on to it. Ooh, Hernandez tried. I don't know what Hernandez tried to do, but he ran into a brick wall. Varane. Can't lie, Lukaku's done well. Oh, that's a shambolic defending. Oi, Lloris is a bad boy goalkeeper. Kevin De Bruyne should score. Hugo Lloris as captain needs to start shouting at, man. 3 minutes in, that is calamitous defending from Jules Akonde. And I told you, this level, man, have to be switched on. You can't afford to do that. Guys are talking about buy you for 70 million and things. You can't do them things. It's big semi-final. He's completely miskicked it. It's something you would see at a child's game. And that's a big chance. Shout out Hugo Lloris. You make a point, GG. That new one is crazy, bro. All that stuff is mud. Corner to Belgium. Belgium ball into the box. It's dealt with. At least now it is, and it's gone. Kylian Mbappe. Good control. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, ref. He's been fouled. Ref. That's a yellow card on Cassandra. I can't lie. I'm thinking about it. I don't think that's a yellow. I think that's more of a terrible first touch from Kylian Mbappe. Big boy save. Big boy save. Serious save, man. Mine was correct. Bro. You all said Belgium. You get, bro, these lot are doing man dirty, man. All these platforms never want to fly straight with my content, but we keep moving, man. Paul Pogba in possession. And as I said, when you make him play deeper, he's excellent at it. But you do kind of rob what Pogba does as an individual. What I mean by that is, obviously, if you just want to type in Pogba on YouTube and see Pogba's best bits and him doing skills and all them things, you kind of rob him of that. But the team comes first, I guess. And I think, this is the sort of role you'll see him play primarily if he was to go to Juventus and PSG and these things. Obviously, you can free him up. There is talk of obviously Pogba staying at United, and that's obviously a coup for United. And for me, it's just less of the drama. He said he's staying now. Fans seem to be getting off the back because you see Pogba was never the problem, away from obviously constructive criticism. And it's if he believes he can win titles at United, then this is your next important move. Obviously, Mino Raiola is his agent, so the money and the zeros got to add up. It's done. France on the counter-attack. Kylian Mbappe's done a madness. He's gone round the keeper. I can't lie. He's chasing his first touch way too much. I don't even think he knew what he was doing. I can't lie. It looked like a bad touch, and then he just put on the burners. Fed, like you always hear me. He was off. They're not catching him. Helicopter where? Paul Pogba. Rabiot. Hernandez, sorry. Hernandez, both, there's two Hernandezes. You're going to catch the drift. Paul Pogba. Game starting to get a bit more open now. France seem to have woken up based on what they did. Props to Lloris, 100%. Please make sure for extra live streams and videos, you're subscribing to me on YouTube, folks. One love to those of you who are doing such. It's moving weird. Why is it not showing me my subscribers today? But fair play. Twitch wants to move weird. Like I said, Twitch is on a weird thing. It does look like this left-hand side for France is where it's going to happen. Benzema's pass back has been intercepted. Lukaku's making that run. People are in trouble. That's poor from Kevin De Bruyne. That's a terrible pass. You know, Lukaku is telling him as well. No one needs to tell Kevin De Bruyne. I can't really sit here on YouTube and tell Kevin De Bruyne about passing the ball. But a blind man could see that ball needed to be played into the channel 10 minutes earlier, and it's probably 1-0. Or if Lukaku bottles, there's question marks. I can't lie, Mbappe, it looked wavy what he did, but it looks like, again, he's chasing his first touch. And he's yeah, man. Where's the game being played tonight? I swear it's in Italy. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's in Italy. Let's get another poll going. What should we do? First goal scorer, yeah, because we didn't get that in last time. It's here with Mbappe on the edge of Belgium semicircle. Benzema. Patient build-up play by the French. Kylian Mbappe is cut inside. He puts the ball into the box. It is a good ball. And maybe, just maybe, the on-rushing Pavard needs to do a bit more to do. I think that's a good chance. I think he's done well to get something on it, but pardon me, I think he could work the keeper a bit more, if I'm real with you. I swear Pavard scored in an international tournament for France one time. A decent finish as well. Anyways, first goal scorer. Who we've got, Mbappe, Lukaku, you can't not have them. Who else you got? Hazard, Ogbeezy, Griezmann. I'm just gonna put AG because I'm not even gonna sit here and say I can spell Griezmann, man. And obviously I can't see both screens at current time. So yeah, make sure you're voting on first goal scorers and things, people. Eden Hazard has found Cassandre. Kevin De Bruyne, good defending, really, just a screen by Hernandez. Stay strong, and that's the end of that action. Looking forward to seeing what happens at Newcastle over the next few transfer windows, aren't we all? Who you got for first goal scorer? Oof. Benzema. Pogba capable. If it's second half, if no one scores at halftime, I'll say Pogba second half. Rafael Varane, look at bro. Lovely switch of play with his left peg, and it's here to Griezmann, Mbappe, Griezmann, Antoine Griezmann, Hernandez. Obviously, Belgium actually started off the stronger team, but since then, I can't lie, it's been all France, really. They haven't done much. They haven't caused any problems. What is that? Can't lie, I'm liking the pace of the game. Frantic pace, quite end to end, but no one's, apart from that mistake which was forced by Conde, no one's really drew blood. No one's looked to spill any juice. No one's looked to really do much, man. And it's here with Telemans, Witsel. To be fair, Belgium need a lot more from their midfield. Eden Hazard, ball retention, amazing, does well. Switches play, that's a good switch of play. Cassandre, where's his backup? First touch didn't help him. Where are the Belgian players? There's no options, really and truly. I think the problem with Belgium as well, apart from Carrasco, they ain't really got direct players, saying that Hazard has done well to just hold on to the ball and spin Rabiot. He finds Witsel. Cassandre works patiently here, and it's on the edge of France's area now. Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku. Is he going to lay it back? Lays back Kevin De Bruyne. It will be a Belgium corner. That's positive play. Got to do a bit more, but that's positive. The game's being played in Italy. Human being has confirmed it's being played at Juventus' stadium. So neutral venue for both grounds. I actually felt that's why Italy might do the thing, because they had the home advantage, obviously. But yeah, like you saw, it's clearly irrelevant, really, based on what happened. Picked up the wrong thing there. So corner to Belgium. And if Kevin De Bruyne can pick out someone, they do have threats from this dead ball situation. Kevin De Bruyne, corner, folks, ball into the box, is swung to the back post. Alderweireld gets a head on it. It's cleared by Antoine Griezmann, and that will allow France to clear their lines. Telemans has to go home. Gets it back to his centre half. Let me see what the predictions in terms of first goal scorer are saying. 56% of you have said Lukaku. Next best is actually Mbappe with 22%. No one has voted on Hazard, unfortunately. And it's 11% each for Paul Pogba and obviously Griezmann. So again, I forgot to put Benzema. That's a sheg. But yeah, I understand it. Alderweireld. Cassange. The thing is with Cassange, I think he's not helped because no one really takes it, no one overlaps or no one underlaps, no one takes an opponent with them. It's just him on this right hand side by himself. The other players are all technical ballers. They want to come short. Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne have worked it well. Hazard can't quite find Lukaku, but Belgium have retrieved it quickly. Telemans, acres of space. Is he going to buy a raffle ticket? Tries to buy a raffle ticket, doesn't win the lottery. Balloon's over. But, you know, it's better to try. Pin France back a bit. Oh, don't want to spill that. Be problems. No, I just fucked up my vote. I'm allowed to vote. I voted for Mbappe. I meant to vote for someone else. Shake. Mbappe, speak of the devil. Conde. Varane. Apart from that little scare in the opening moments, there's not been anything really where Conde messed up, and we're a few minutes ahead. So let's actually go back. Apologies, folks, for actually not looking at this time. We're about here. There we are. Rabiot. Conde. Jules Conde. I mean, Mbappe looks up for this, man. He's looking to always make that run into the channels. Paul Pogba. He looked like he was looking at it, but that's the one time Mbappe didn't make the run. Mbappe tries to do a 1-2 with Griezmann. Possession has been lost to the Belgians. It's up in the air. Lukaku wins it against Pogba. Conde sweeps up, and it's back here with France. Griezmann does well just to swap flanks and just give it to Hernandez. Hernandez isn't interested though, and he goes right back into a congested area. But for France, at least they're retaining possession. Pogba's looked to find Mbappe, and to be honest with you, I believe that's Vertonghen of all people. He's done quite well there. Telemans has hooked it clear. I told you, lot, watch that run and that pass. Pogba looked for him before, it didn't happen, and he done it again. And it's going to be that's a fantastic ball by Pogba. It's offside, but deniers not to know anything about it. Another just talking about the fantastic passing range of Paul Pogba. He's played in a lovely pass for Benzema. Benzema is offside, however. Is he though? I don't think he is, you know. So had that developed into a goal, I don't think that's offside, you know. Unless his beard is like a hair, literally can't be offside there. But that's the second warning for Belgium. You know, you need to do two things. You need to follow the run of Mbappe, and you need to stop Pogba from having time to look up. You know, Pogba's looked better in this 14 minutes that right now than he does on a bad day at United, because obviously Premier League teams understand, you know, limit United's playing out from the back and get onto Pogba. You keep the team in the box. Speaking of the devil, Pogba's actually lost it now, and it's here with Carrasco. Telemans, Carrasco, back to Telemans. Telemans, good pass. Lukaku, no one wants the 1-2. Lukaku's right foot isn't levels. Kevin De Bruyne tries to swing at it. And he has a shot like if one of you lot took a shot. I ain't going to say me, because you know me, when it comes to scoring long ranges, I do what I need to do, people. You know, just so we're clear what I'm on about. So yeah, this is what you got to do, man. You got to keep your knee over. You got to believe you can score. Me, I saw a goal before it went in. I knew from that, from I hit it, safe. Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. So that's DG Masterclass. Had to gas myself. Make myself feel like a pro footballer, like an ex-pro talking and commentating. But it's here with Hernandez. Sells a dummy to Kevin De Bruyne. Tries again to find Benzema. He does. Griezmann knocks it into the path. Ball into the box by Pavard. Doesn't get past the first man. Fall into Griezmann. That's a good one. Mbappe. Look up. Step overs. Oof. I don't even know what's going on. Mbappe's in his own world, you know, and he's lost it. Needs to know where to play and where not to play. And his teammate at club level, Hazard, wins it back. You see what I did there? Telemans has lost it. You know, Belgium overplaying now, and it's here with Griezmann. Griezmann, can he keep it in? He can. Oh, whole ball might have went off there. Griezmann, where's his bloody options? Rabiot swings it in. That was a tired delivery. It's headed clear by Belgium. Lukaku wins it. Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku's done well to relieve pressure on his team, and it's Lukaku driving it forward, you know. Lukaku probably playing the passes he wants to see. It's not the best of passes to Cassandra and it's good intentions. I can't lie, man. Hernandez is just trying to show he's the wedgiest guy in the French team, and he's absolutely barged his man. And out of frustration and sheer pride, Kassan just took him out. But that's very good play by Theo Hernandez. I don't mind being a one-hit wonder, boy. Yeah, better to be a has-been to be a never one, though, man. I told you. Go like that every 10 years, man. Appreciate you, man. One love to everybody locked in. Courtois. Jules Okonde. Rabiot. Build-up play is a bit pedestrian by France's standards compared to the, just based on the level of players on the pitch. It can be knocked a bit faster. Pogba in possession. Benzema. Look how deep Benzema's coming. He's telling me the build-up play is dead. Good switch of play here by France. Griezmann. Weren't the best of headers. Conde. Rabiot. Paul Pogba. Look at the runs once again. Pogba can't always play the superstar pass and plays it to Conde. Conde to Rabiot. Rabiot, who needs to do a bit of that himself. He's just seeing it and not doing it. Jules Okonde, further forward. Pavard. Rabiot. It's a bit tired on this right-hand side. And apart from when Mbappe makes that run from out to end, it's a bit tired. Rabiot, good pass. Mbappe, oh, it's not quite crisp enough into the path of Griezmann, and it goes out of play. But France beginning to take a stronghold on the game, if you could say that. No emotions where Deschamps is concerned, though, folks. Witsel. De Bruyne. Witsel. Looks like Belotti could be going on a free transfer from Torino, people speaking of Italy. Lukaku. Eden Hazard. Evades Paul Pogba. Lovely balance from Hazard. But eventually runs out of room, and it's here with Pogba. Skips past Kevin De Bruyne like he's not there. Twinkle toes. He's waiting for someone to foul him. He's done well just to retain possession. He doesn't get fouled. And can't lie, it's getting a bit cagey. But France, showing they can play under pressure. Rabiot's done well to switch it. I can't lie, the right-hand side for France is tired, Conde needs to carry it a bit more. Rabiot needs to do a bit more there. Pavard needs to offer a bit more because he has acres of space and time. What have you lot voted in relation to top goal scorer? Hernandez. 10 French players in the half of Belgium. The only one that's not there is the goalie. Just as you notice, Jules Okonde starting to get further up the pitch for France. The line's got a lot higher. Maybe they trust. Well, I would probably trust myself in terms of pace. Varane isn't slow, etc. Ball's out here with Kylian Mbappe, who for me started off sharp. Benzema. He's also the strikers haven't been given much, but they looked up for it. Benzema's found by Mbappe. Mbappe and Benzema on two different wavelengths there. Mbappe tries to probably force it a bit there. Come on, Deluded. Big up yourself here to support. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. One love to the Twitch gang. Make sure we're all following and subscribing. Rabiot. Hernandez. Griezmann looks up, realizes he has time. 20 odd minutes into this game, people. Not been much really to say. It's been a good watch, though. Decent watch, I must say. We're slightly ahead. Varane. France right now playing better footy than Belgium. Without a doubt, Belgium are gone now, man. It's not quite clicking for Belgium. I think their midfield's not on it enough. Telemans, Witsel, even Kevin. But again, you don't want Kevin needs to dictate a bit more, but you don't necessarily want him deep. You want Telemans to do that, and Witzel's experienced enough to do that. Look where he is. It's a bit like Benzema for France, bro. They have to do it sometimes, but if they're dropping deep consistently, bro, that's calm for me. And look at it, Belgium are playing immediately a bit better now. Play some F in football, lads. Kevin, Hazard, looks for Lukaku. Lukaku chasing his first touch once again. Is tired. It looked like it cannoned off a French man, and it actually isn't. I thought it was a Belgian throw. It's not. It'll be a French throw. What it mean? Benzema's made a terrible pass look good there, and France might be able to do something. Belgium have got numbers back. Hernandez probably got nosebleeds, realized he had to calm down. He's giving it to the left-hand side with Benzema. Benzema tries to switch play. Is it going to get there? It's got there to Pavard. Griezmann flicks it on sorry, not Benzema. Mbappe has to hit it first time. He doesn't strike it clean enough. Definitely not clean enough to beat a world-class keeper on Courtois' level. But positive play from France. And once again, it's all France at the moment. You know, Belgium are having to remain pending. France have 10 players 9 times out of 10 in Belgium's half. They're also, their lines advanced a bit forward. Their centre halves are getting further and further forward. I won't quite say France are beginning to get frustrated, but they're probably starting to think based on the mannerisms and what they're doing that, we probably need to get a goal here. Belgium, again, depending on what happens in the game, big talking point for me is going to be that early chance where Jules Okonde made a mare of things. Cassandra's done well just to hold on to possession. I spoke too soon because he's lost it. Alderweireld, Witzel. To be honest, there's not much for the man in... As I keep saying, there's not much for the man in possession for Belgium. One thing I give Belgium, normally there's two options minimum. It's not really there. Telemans looks like he might have lost it cheaply. Belgium blushes have been spared. Alderweireld, who has a good passing range, but obviously the pass has to be there. If you send the text, there has to be a receiver, or you're going to get the error message. And superstar passes are only superstar passes if they come off. If it doesn't, it's stupid, isn't it? Vertonghen, Denier. Witzel, turn on it, man. Forward, Witzel, forward. He plays a square pass to Eden Hazard. Again, frustration. Another very good creative player having to drop deep because nothing's being made. Sat here with Kevin De Bruyne. Bloody hell, Kevin. I don't know what he's tried to do there. Probably tried to find Lukaku, but it's not a Kevin De Bruyne sort of application of pass. Bit mad there. Patient play once again. France are having a lot of the ball, but they're not really like Courtois ain't had to do nothing. And at the end of the day, it's still 0-0. Conde, Rabiot, play stopped here. It'll be a France throw. Ball's actually gone out. The fluidity of France's passing is allowing them time and space. Yeah, man, but they got to make, as I keep saying, bro, you're right, but they got to make it count. Need to score. Will be exploited soon, in my opinion. Oh, it was way too much. See it with Courtois. Needs to probably hook that. Doesn't hook it. Trusts is Toby Alderweireld. Toby Alderweireld, does he hook it? No, he finds Telemans. Telemans is effing about and he's lost it. Pogba. Benzema. Pogba. Dancing. Does well to hold on to the ball. Great player, Pogba is. Hernandez. Makes like he's going to pass to Pogba. Doesn't look to hit Pogba. Don't know what he does there, really. Doing things above his pay grade. That's one of them. I do that as a fullback as well. You see your more technical teammates doing things. You try to do your own little seasonings, but certain people just have to keep it simple, man. Piano players and piano pushers. Everyone play their position in life. If one person fails to play their position, then the organization or the team becomes a mess. Varane. Mbappe. Oh, wow, Rabiot. And like I said, if you send a text, got to have a receiver. I don't know what Rabiot was on there. The blistering run. Hey, you got to pass that, man. Look at the run Donny made for you. Didn't even hit it. And Witzel's bugging out. Telemans has saved him. And it's here with Kevin. Belgium have to make it count. Cassange is there. It's here with Eden. Eden Hazard has trickled it through to his broski. Apologies, I'm bugging out. Carrasco. Eden Hazard. Come on, man. Commit them. Commit them. I've seen you do stuff like this in the Prem. Telemans. Someone shoot, man. I think one goal opens up this game, man. Kevin De Bruyne, Witzel, dilly-dallying. Someone, this is what I'm saying. Someone's got to shoot. Kevin De Bruyne, Mbappe puts the burners on. Kevin De Bruyne trying to get back as well because it's like he could see what Mbappe was going to do, but he just couldn't be bothered. When Mbappe puts the burners on, it's crazy. I ain't going to lie. Mbappe's been on a pace merchant thing in this game. I'll be real. He's just chasing that first touch. Obviously, it's Mbappe. I would not want to defend against that. Pardon me. Short taken corner by France. It's here with Kylian. Rabiot. Pavard. Bang it, man. Bang it. Doesn't bang it. Finds Benzema. Benzema tries to put a ball into the box. It will be a France throw-in. Make sure we're watching those ads and supporting the team, people. France throw-in. Griezmann. Pavard. You know, the French defense, Belgium haven't asked any questions, you know. They ain't made none of that centre-half pair trio, hasn't been pulled apart. That's a good ball into the box. But, I mean, if Benzema's putting the ball in the box, who the hell's going to score? Cassange sends it down the channels. Has he done something there? Varane reads it well, knows he has to get there before Lukaku, and does. Quite a one-sided affair right now, if I'm honest with you. If the game was to end right now at halftime and be halftime, we're approaching the 15-minute left mark, people. I'm pretty sure the French would be more frustrated and the Belgians more happy. And I can't lie, the penny needs to drop for Belgium that it's a semi-final. Witzel. Do you think it's a bit of personnel thing? Kevin De Bruyne receives it from Telemans, plays Cassange. There's just, apart from Cassange, who is I know he's a wing back, there's just nothing on this right-hand side, if I'm honest with you. I know Kevin's pulling out there, but he's busting out. Hazard's got no interest being there. It's quite, yeah, man. Lukaku might make a run here and there into that channel. Witzel. Kevin De Bruyne. Witzel. I mean, Witzel and Telemans always stand like 5 meters apart from each other. I mean, come on now. I can't tell you lot about midfield, but I think you lot shouldn't do that. Hazard. I mean, I thought the referee touched the ball there, and he did, it looks like. It'll be a drop ball. Possession given back to Belgium. Subscribe with Amazon Prime for free to support the channel, like Nightbot has said, folks. Sorry for hitting the mic there, folks. Again, the left-hand side, and that's trickled through to Lukaku. That should be 1-0 Belgium. Fantastic defending by Jules Okonde. Fantastic defending. Hazard, I thought, like I said, it should have been 1-0 to Belgium there. That should give Belgium a bit of confidence. Good reading of the game by Conde. Good passing by Belgium. It felt like it was going to happen. Everyone was probably just waiting for Hazard to do that. Kevin De Bruyne, again, M product hasn't been good enough. He looks like he's tried to find Lukaku there, but it was horrid. And Mbappe looks to start something. I thought Benzema was fouled there, but that's a good foul to win by Benzema. And I can see why Mbappe wants to play with Benzema. I mean, to say I played with Messi, all the World Cup players for France, played with Benzema, Neymar, and that is mad. Boy. Mbappe. Oh, he almost Cruyff turned someone. France appealing for handball. Handball is not being given. Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne, he's not a spring chicken. He's not going to make that run. He's done well to hold on to the ball, but that's probably where you want Hazard, someone that's more a dribbler to burst into that space. Game's getting a bit more open now. It looks like the pennies dropped for Belgium. That it's a semi-final and whatnot. On the edge of France's area, Telemans, bang it. Now the chance is gone. Cassange, Kevin, Telemans, Cassange, back to Telemans. I mean, it can only be Lukaku you're trying to find in that box. And this is where you're not going to end up losing the ball and the chance is dead. But it's here with Eden Hazard. Hazard, this is when it wakes up. Hazard, like I said, ball lost. Kevin's won it back for his country. France's time to keep Belgium's time to keep France penned in is here with Lukaku. Can't turn on it, palms it first time to Cassange. Cassange, Telemans. 1-2 with Kevin De Bruyne played. Another 1-2. Yep. Lukaku. Dispossessed by his friend and former teammate, Pogba. Benzema loses it. Good game now, man. It's getting a good little tempo now. It's getting a bit more even. Shit, folks. Alderweireld. Cassange. Alderweireld. Witzel. Hazard. Stepovers. What can Carrasco bring to the table? Sorry, people. I'm gapping about Hazard. Carrasco. Not been with it today. Alderweireld. It's been a long day. Telemans. Denial. Kevin. Axel Witsel once again, folks. Kevin De Bruyne. Lukaku. Oh, just when you needed everything to be precise, it was anything but. And yeah. Chance gone. I thought that was a foul. Getting feisty. I'm liking it, man. Pogba feels passionate. Throw into the Belgians on this left-hand side. 10 minutes left of the first half, people. Witsel. It's poor from Carrasco and Witsel. Well, just Carrasco, really. I'm doing Witsel dirty. Bitch, I can't lie. France look a bit shaky defensively. Not been much in it. 260-odd passes each. The last 10 minutes has defo been Belgium's strongest period, if I'm honest with you. Apart from that, they were just sitting there and admiring France. Now it's a bit more open. Both teams look like they can be cut up. Both teams are gambling on the transition. Both teams are starting to play a high line. Both teams have spent periods being penned in their first half. Fundamentally, it's 0-0. Neither keeper's really been tested, with the exception of, obviously, Loris having to pull a great save. I mean, plays continued. I thought Witsel was fouled. The ref is... And then I thought Mbappe was fouled. Ref said play on. Fair play. At least the ref was consistent with that. Thought Witsel could have got himself in trouble because he looks like he's snitching, looking like the ref could have helped him there. You need to not do that. Good ball by Vertonghen. Has he found Hazard? He has found Hazard. Looks like he's waiting to be fouled. Pavard does well not to stand, just to stand him up, but the balance of Hazard something else. Telemans. Kevin. Back to Hazard. Hazard. Cuts in. Is he going to bang it? He bangs it. Ah, he's trickled in. It's 1-0. Oh, man, I'm capping. It's Carrasco. Sorry, man. They look the same from this camera angle. Sorry, Carrasco. That's good play. I need to look for the captain's band, but that's good play, really and truly. And first bit of quality. I said at the start, it feels like Belgium might do something funny here. You know, big up Mad Villain. Just here to support the DG Twitch movement. Still on that Sky Go-ish, so I'm 2 minutes behind. Volume back up at halftime. Hope everyone's having a good evening. One love to you. It's 1-0 to Belgium, where Belgium are concerned. Like I said, they have woken up at this second half of the first half, if that makes sense. It's fantastic play from the left-hand side from Carrasco. You know what he's going to do. Pavard, no chance. For Pavard, probably too easy. In them angles, you need to show him outside. You can't show him inside. Completely bamboozles Hugo Lloris. Someone of his quality. He's been undone. He's probably been tricked a bit too easily and been conned at his near post. But nonetheless, it's 1-0 to Belgium. Credit where due. And you know, I know a lot of you voted on France to win. There could be a lot of money lost in it if it stays like this. Boy, France are down 1-0. Peak. And the second half is kicked off, folks. Man, the players restarted. Sorry, folks. What am I getting this for? Put the one there, and France are trying to hit back immediately, and then the 0. Yep, that's that. Twitch, please update that. It's F11. What's all of this? Cassange, Kevin De Bruyne, and they're going to need to manage this game. And now France, it's a stick or twist to me. To be honest, I don't think you can see a French team that's still not up to grips with the system. And it's like I said at the start, personally, for me, you know, games where where it's a bit even, I don't see the point of shoehorning Pavard there. I mean, can't you find an actual out and out fullback, because they need to offer something? Look at Cassange, how high he's getting. He's providing a lot of width for Belgium, which is probably letting the more creative players stay narrow. Speaking of creative, Kevin De Bruyne wins a foul from Hazard. It's been 1-1. Both players, it's 1-1. Hazard's picking up the ball, but Kevin De Bruyne glid past Pogba. Pogba's brought him down. Prior to that, Pogba had his moment. Kevin's found Cassange. Kevin Alderweireld. More options for the man in possession. My mate slipped a bet in just in time. I'm ready to cash in on my Belgian bet. It's been coming, to be fair. I have Belgium backed at 21-10 once I saw Kante was out. Fair play. Took them all by surprise. It's here with Hazard. The balance that Hazard plays with is ridiculous. Look at him bobbing and weaving. Does very well. Hazard finds Witsel. It's with Kevin De Bruyne. Lukaku. Oh, play from Lukaku. Where's his options? Oh! What a finish. Romelu Lukaku. Naughty. Absolutely disgusting. Dummied. Hey, he ended. Your career's done. Someone got savage there. Someone got absolutely butchered there. If one of the more smaller techie men like Hazard and Thingy did that, you'd be clipped up. What a goal, Lukaku. Big bad Lukaku. We said we needed to see something today. Bullied. Masterclass from Martinez right now. It's probably Thierry Henry. Hazard's done well. Witzel's done well. Telemans has done well. Kevin De Bruyne with the assist. He's on side. Dummied it. You're done. Swings it in with his right peg. Maybe Lloris is beaten too easily. But, hey, that's too... Who got sold there? Hernandez. You're done out here. You're done. Hernandez, you got ripped. Finished. See you later. The big man shows you got to be speed or fall upstairs. Blows a kiss to the Belgian fans. What a goal from Lukaku. 2-0. Let's update that scoreline. Shell shocker. Boy, some of you like that betting for Belgium against Belgium are in problems, boy. That's why you shouldn't gamble. Money gone. 6 in 6 for Romelu Lukaku. He's moving mad. Boy. Next goal is vital. I mean, if you're France, you got to get one before half time. I think just like that, back three's out the window. You got to pull off one of them defenders. You might have to bring on Martial or something. You got to get another creative man on immediately. The next goal is crucial. For France, you need to do that before half time, ideally. Boy, they've got the players to score. Can't lie, is it a young Benzema agenda? Because ever since he's come in the France team, they've been getting rubbed out. Boy, it's looking peak. Varane, that's a ball. I mean, Griezmann did as much as he could, but it was asking a lot. My bestie is jumping up and down, no cashing out now. A man said, so that's 1K down the drain. Man said, Jesus, 1K when the fun stops and all that, mate. Bro, Belgium doing a Mazzolini, Carrasco, and Lukaku doing a quick thing. And again, positive migration, because I'm sure Carrasco has to have family from a next country. And, you know, and Lukaku obviously has Congolese descent. I can't lie, Belgium have France rattled because Loris has just sold Hernandez something very difficult there, and it could have been free. Hope man didn't cash out. There's peak. Fair enough. It's all relative, I guess. Mbappe on the left, ain't it? Ball in by Hazard. Hey, someone from Belgium needs to attack that. Carrasco. Hey, shout out Vertonghen. He's the man on the night out. You give all the keys and whatnot to. He goes straight home, no risk to Courtois. Make sure we're following and subscribing. Boys, peak right now. The Champs, I can't lie. I don't think you're the guy to be going into the World Cup. I don't think they're gonna sack you, but boy, in the dag. Hugo Lloris. The nail. I think the only thing that will give me confidence with France if to get something is that, let's be real, that Belgium defense, they're playing well, but they can be got at, and Belgium, France have the quality to do it. But I think the system's immediately got to change. My 5 at the back got a goal now. You need to get a goal. Too easy for Courtois to find his, to find his teammate in Kevin De Bruyne. It's too easy. It's here with Carrasco on this left-hand side. And this is, now you're going to see proper game management. You can see Hazard, Kevin, Vertonghen, all these guys telling man to calm down. Boy, it's peak right now. One love to everybody locked in. It's mad right now. Kevin De Bruyne, a square pass. Carrasco. Eden Hazard on his left-hand flank. Lukaku. All right, they're getting bopped. All right, load up the skeng. Oof. Ooh. Hazard trying to get involved. Ain't really walloped it with enough venom, but just the fact that Belgium are starting to pop these 1-2 passes. He strikes it a bit more cleaner. I don't know if it's taken a slight deflection off a Frenchman and killed a bit of the sting on the ball, but yeah, it's all peak. Rabiot, I mean, I can't lie. Rabiot and the defender, I'd be making 2 changes. Rabiot and the defender are coming off immediately. Not because Rabiot's been playing bad. I just think you need to get another striker in. The system needs to change. Conde, Mbappe, you got to dive there. What are you doing? You're living a movie. If that's not a corner, that's duddery. I might be being a bit harsh on Kylian, but he's living a movie there. Conde's punched it into him. And I think that it runs in behind from Mbappe are it, but Mbappe's got to look to be cutting that back. He's not looked once. Living a fairy tale. Boy, Roberto Martinez, you can see why he's being linked with Barca. I'm telling man, it's the Henry effect. Henry, serious gaffer. No coincidence. Lukaku working with Henry. He's doing madness. Hernandez, you're done, but you got rattled there. Hazard, Kevin, bang it, man. I want to see a screamer, man. It feels like there's a screamer in this game. Cassange, Kevin De Bruyne. Belgium in the driving seat. And to be honest, Belgium are moving. They're not forcing it, but they're moving like they need to get 2 goals. And at some point, you look at the game management. Look. Witsel is begging someone to foul him. Does well to go home, really. He probably overplayed there. Dene has done well marking Mbappe. I think it's been a good fight. You're right. He's read the runs correctly, probably being helped by the more experienced guys either side of him. But I think Mbappe does, agendas aside, he looks like he's on it really and truly. Like the runs are something to happen. Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld on the best of days, they're, with respect, they're pensioners from a footballing point of view. You don't want to run in behind against a spring chicken, much less do that in the last 20, 30. But immediately for me, it's half time now, by the way, folks, people. Immediately for me, you got to Three at the back. This thing is done now. I swear they did three at the back against Switzerland, and they got rubbed out in the Euros. So again, it's more question marks over this three at the back formation, or better yet, not the formation, the man implementing it. Does Roberto Martinez age? He's looked the same for a decade. To be fair to you, that's I hope I wish you all look like that and all your loved ones, because money could probably make the difference, but that's a good thing, man. Health is wealth and that, man. Keep your opinions and whatnot coming. I know a lot of you don't feel like talking because a lot of you are in the mud right now in relation to what's going on. I can't lie. France, I might have to, one sec, I'm still here, people. I can't lie. The PSG drip has to come off, man. It's not moving mad right now, France. You're not moving mad. Have to be humble and put the t-shirt on again. And I can't lie, it's getting way too hot in here for them things there. You lot got rubbed out, man. I'm on this glory hunting thing. I can't lie, man. Yeah, I know, Mad Villain, you meant that as a compliment. That's what I'm saying. I definitely know you meant that as a compliment. Money probably makes a thing, I don't think he has stress. I'm not going to say he doesn't have stress, but yeah, man, when you're in that sort of field, money probably makes a lot of things. But yeah, man, I mean, I've been on fire this week, man. I told you lot Spain might do a thing in the last game. I told you lot in the last couple live streams, in fact, I've been on fire. I said 2-2 in the Chelsea. Who did Chelsea play? I mean, I'm capping about Chelsea. I said 2-2 in the Man City Liverpool game. I said we might see an upset yesterday. I said Belgium might do something booky. I mean, I need to hit the follow and subscribe button. There's no way this should be free. This is ridiculous, people. I'm capping, man. Come on, defo better than bare things. DG with the polo, just a normal t-shirt, but I appreciate that, man. You're looking leng today, still, yo, brother. Appreciate that, but yeah, man, Gally, my thing. 1 year at United made Moyes look 10 years older. It would. Can't lie. Lacazette come Arsenal, he aged a lot. Stress you out. Arteta even as well. Probably would stress you out, really and truly. All right, man. Them man are not moving mad. If France get back in the game, that one there, comebacks on. But no, man, they're not moving mad. If it's not Arsenal, which I'm joining at the hip to you. Get me, man's PSG fan, but it's France right now, isn't it? PSG ain't playing. We lost our last game as well. It's a bit, they're moving mad. DG might need a Belgium top. Hey, buy it, come, bring it. I don't mind. Thierry Henry, number 14 on the back, though. I know it doesn't make sense, but does life make sense? Or I'll settle for a humble Eden Hazard. Don't mind that. Why ain't Lukonga there, man? Lukonga's not being called up, in it. That's deep. I'm going to run some agendas, man. France in deep trouble, though, people. Deep trouble. Where England are concerned, as we saw just before this game started, people, Conor Gallagher and Cole Palmer struck in the first half to give England a 2-0 lead. Obviously, in the second half, currently Slovenia have scored this 2-1 to my knowledge. So, yeah, people. So, yeah, man, I'm pretty sure, well, based on what I saw before the game finished, should have been all right. Should have been better than that. 2 assists for Kevin De Bruyne. Been better today. I said I need to see a better Kevin De Bruyne because he's been a bit rubbed at club level. Better. Lukaku, done well. Done well. 14 TH on the front, manager thing. Oh, yeah. If you want to don't buy the shirt, yeah, man, get the jumper that Henry wears. Why not, man? It was a brazy one, man. One love to everyone that's been following and all those sort of things as well, as usual, folks. The journey to 10K on Twitch keeps going. Hopefully it happens. And obviously 50K on YouTube, people. I don't think we're going to do it before the end of the year, but make sure you're subscribing on YouTube as well. When Hazard is at his best, he's one of the most enjoyable players I've ever watched. Trust, I don't know about ever watched, but for me, he's one of the most enjoyable players of recent years, if you could say that. Last decade or something. He's a mercurial talent. Just the thing about him, I don't want to say he ain't got no hunger, but I don't know, man. When you look at his life and stuff, football's always been a hobby. His whole family played. He was, if football was a means out of poverty sort of thing, and he had that hunger, you would see a lot better Hazard, in my opinion. But same way, this is him, innit? quality player, but you know, Carrasco, hey, good play from Carrasco for the first goal. If you're wondering who scored, Carrasco and Lukaku have struck for Belgian people. Carrasco cut in and then banged it and caught Loris off guard. Poor from Pavard, really. Caught Loris off guard. I can't lie, I wouldn't blame Loris, but it's a bit like when Leno plays for Arsenal in that you can't really blame the keeper because they've done poor in the build-up, but you're like, can the keeper do a bit better there? And I feel both goals maybe Loris could have, but he got spun. Like Lukaku's one, bro. They should be doing a better job, man, marking Lukaku and you know, look, Varane's playing people on side. Hernandez has to be stronger and tighter. A lot tighter. You've let Lukaku roll you. And so, listen, even if that happens, if someone's covering the chances cut out before, and it's good night from there, really. It's night from there. Maybe. I don't think Loris could do anything. I'm being a bit harsh on the second one, potentially, people. But boy, it's a debate to have. Don't forget tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be on Twitch at you know what we go again at 10 a.m. people. And what are we gonna talk about on Twitch? Belgium versus France recap. You know, again some notes. At the back system, banging, and obviously as well on that. What should we also? You lot can also feel free to provide topics to speak about tomorrow, folks. I'm due to put that in the schedule. You know what else is there? Newcastle takeover once again confirmed. What a goal from Lukaku, man! What a finish! That was good, man. What kind of right back are you, DG? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Weaknesses. Don't want a header. Try everything not to header. Lost a yard of pace. Um, switched on defensively, but not switched on defensively. Like I want to get further forward, and I probably rely on quote unquote any pace I have to get me out of situations. Strengths. Want to get forward. Decent passer. Look to play forward. You know, want to attack. You know, decent 1v1. I think, anyways. I don't get beaten easily. I'm not invincible. Decent passing range. Good reader of the game. And I'd say rattler as well. 100% rattler, man. Sometimes you've got to take the man out. You've got to take the man out. You know, I'll be humble. I'll get tight, and I won't foul you if you spin me once. And I get embarrassed, then boy, the next one's mad. When Kevin De Bruyne and Hazard are on their game, along with Lukaku, Belgium is one of the best teams in the world, as they should be, bro. Look at the names, man, are saying. Championing Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard. You should be. Passion merchant, you've got to be, man. I wouldn't even say it's a passion merchant thing. It's a rattling thing. I'm one of them. I'm calling everything. Like you just call everything. I'm trying to give the referee a nightmare. You know, you've got to trying to give the other team nightmares, and they're trying to do the same. It's not every day, but you've got to like, ref. How many? How many times? You just gotta be a normal, an abnormal guy in Sunday League, man. For extra live streams and videos, subscribe to me on YouTube. One Love Nightbot. You know, as Gamer Player said, big up the Nightbot, man. Big up everybody locked in as well. All 40 odd of you. Appreciative of that. What's your reaction to getting nutmeg? Nah, I would not straight red. I mean, you get ripped, but therefore the next time I try to tackle you, you've got to, you know, let them know you're there. There's an extra bit of it. To be fair, it's been a while since I've been nutmeg. I've definitely had some tough games. You know, I'd say the thing I hate the most about being a fullback is I'd actually say when a cross has come in and I've conceded it on my side, or I would say getting triangled. But when it's one of them where the other team are just triangling you, like early on, it's just 1-2s. And for me, I always follow the runner in it as a fullback. It's long when people are doing that. France are overrated, not done ish since 2018 World Cup. I mean, yeah, really and truly, you know, they didn't do the Spain thing with the back-to-backs and whatnot. They could you turn it on at the World Cup, but I just think it's stagnated under Deschamps, man. They need a couple bits and new bits and pieces. I think they need to evolve potentially beyond Pavard in that situation. Maybe three at their back has to change and things like that. Who are favourites for 2022 in Qatar? I don't really know, but I think Italy have got to be up there on the basis of they're a well-coached side. I mean, I look at Belgium, they've turned it on now. You know, we've just speaking about France. England did get to a final and we did go to a semis before that. Got to plug them, man, there. Yeah, I don't really think there is a favorite. Really, a lot of people can turn it on, but I don't know, man. Maybe Italy, maybe Brazil. Prediction for Jamaica later. Jamaica 2-1, man. How frustrating is it when they get an overlap when you and your teammates ain't back helping out? I can only imagine, bro. It's long. I would say the long. What in fact, what I hate the most is when you've broken and someone's lost the ball and you're out of position and it's like, I got to run back. Pardon me. The toughest is when you've got a winger that always wants to take you on, man. Italy, if that defense is still together, fair enough. No VAR. I wish there was VAR in Sunday League because some of the penalties that have gone against me, one in pre-season, the diving thing. I've clocked the angles now. You just got to go down. There's no point defending. Like one thing I've cut out is the sliding. Like that's that's a weakness of mine. I always want to, not always want to win the ball, but sometimes I get gassed. I think it's a Hollywood, it's a movie thing. I think it's I don't want to say his name because he wasn't exactly nice to Anton Ferdinand, but it's a that thing or a real thing. It's like I see the headlines, and 9 times out of 10, it's been movies, but occasionally it's been nightmares. You know when the rest just blew the whistle. And you're like, hands on your heads, hands on your side. You're looking at your keeper. Can you do something? Fortunately, in the last game, I can see the keeper saved it, got out of jail there, and also scored in that game, people. Fun fact, both games I've conceded penalties, I've scored. So elite mentality, get back ganging, for 2 different teams as well. Won't say the other team because they got rid of man, but big up wrongins. Brazil, Belgium, Italy, and England are my 4 favorites to win the World Cup. Would love Brazil to do it. VAR in Sunday League should be a sitcom. This France defense is the Man United of national football. Great players, average coach. This French team, is the Man United of the national football. Great players, average coach, and unbalanced team. I mean, they can't because they won the World Cup. But I hear you. Away from the winning stuff, I hear you. Maybe in the basis of Oli and Deschamps, maybe are not getting the best out of their talented squad and finding a way to find, I would say, balance. The midfield, Pogba's all right. Rabiot's been anonymous. You've conceded 2 goals. Instantly, you probably need to take a defender off. Benzema and Mbappe, in my opinion, do look on it. Griezmann does look on it, in my opinion. They do look like they could score goals. I don't think it's done yet. And if you score early, things get complicated. Do you think defending is a dying art? Because as a centre back myself, there's literally not much I can do when it comes to getting the ball in the box, bro. I've been saying it. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday League, real football. Defense is dead. Defending is dying. You see in the Premier League, defending is being killed. If a striker, you as a centre half, if a striker's about to shoot and you've slid over to try and block it, they think that you can slide with your hands down here like that. If you slide hands on looking at the ball and it's hit your hand, they start saying it's a pen. You seen the last 2 weeks in the Premier League before the break. You saw the sort of, and in world football, really, you saw the sort of shegs. I'm sure AC Milan, there was a sheg as well. There's just shegs going on in football. And it's gone mad. The first thing we say about centre halves is can they play with their feet? Now, the game needs to evolve. But what does that sit there and tell you, man? Of course, 100 million, billion, trillion%. The art of defending is dead, man. It's absolutely dead. It's gone. Who will be the surprise team at 2022 World Cup? I'd have to think about it, really sit there and think about it, but maybe one of the South American nations. I think defending has changed definitely, but one thing we see way less than the past is 1v1s. They tend to happen way more often, in my opinion. I hear you. I hear you. It's an interesting outlook. Proper defending is dying because if you dive, it's a penalty or a foul outside the box. Exactly. And I also think on that basis as well, I just feel people are not necessarily good readers of the game, people, really and truly. 1 second, people. I'm going downstairs very quickly. The second half is going to continue. I need to come back very quickly. Someone said, what's a sheg? A bump, a rip-off, injustice. As Jogba said, fucking disgrace. But 1 sec, people. I'm coming right back. Back again, quickly. quickly shout out to everyone who stayed and whatnot. Let me put my phone on charge as well. I'm gonna need that. Oh. There we have that. Mbappe looks like he's moaning with the ref about something. Second half is imminent, folks. You think Holland could do a thing with LVG? I mean, if everything clicks, everyone has a chance. It's difficult to tell. I'd really have to do a little bit of research and get back to you. I don't really know. And especially, a lot could change. You know, a lot could change. A lot of variables could happen. Regardless of how rubbish France might be playing at this moment in time, you can't not look at them. They're a team you've got to take seriously. So, yeah, it is what it is. Second half has kicked off, though, for what it's worth, people. I mean, don't know why the ref ordered it again, but he did. And one thing I need to do for you lot is actually create a studio. France have started off strong, people. Twitch, schedule, thank you. I need to tell this for these nice folk when the next stream is. We'll go tomorrow at 10 a.m. Call it football talks for now. I have some more things to say. Let's say 10 a.m. So yeah, make sure you're checking out you're checking out the schedule and you're setting your reminders, people. We'll talk at 10 a.m. and then we'll be live on YouTube. Paul Pogba makes like he's gonna pass it, long checks back in, but again, people need to show for it. France, everyone has to do just that bit better. France better start as strong as Belgium, bopped them in the first half. LVG is a lottery. Whatever team he goes to, for me, you never know how it would go. But to be honest, I put him in that group. Once great managers, but part of the game has passed him by. Exactly. I'd go with that. It'd be good for England to win after the aftermath of the Euros. Fair play. Jules Okonde in possession. Where's the scoreboard and all those sort of things gone from the TV? Come on, Sky Sports. What's all this about? France have started sharp. Oh, Griezmann's trying to do well there, trying to be enthusiastic, but no one's there for the second pass. He's pressing Courtois. Courtois got it out. I mean, that was poor from Pavard. I mean, it doesn't look like France have made any changes. So Deschamps thinks this is the team I put out there. This is the team that can do things. I'd be really ashamed if I was, a French supporter at this moment in time if he doesn't at least change things in 10 minutes minimum. Kevin De Bruyne has lost the ball cheaply. Paul Pogba's hit it. Not one of Pogba's best moments. Entitled to hit it, really. He's got the quality, but yeah, it's not really what Pogba should be doing. And it's a wake-up call, All it took for was Kevin De Bruyne to lose that ball 2 minutes odd into the second half. Pogba to put that in the back of the net. 2-1 changes the game. As you lot already know. Courtois. Belgium have had 8 attempts. France have had 5. France are stopping Belgium from getting out. I thought that was a foul on Benzema. The ref agrees. And Belgium are playing their way into trouble. I mean, Alderweireld, it is a foul. And Mbappe's trying to get people carded. I can see. The French players are all surrounding the ref at any given opportunity. And it needs a bit of quality. And France do have that. They've got a number of candidates I'm sure would step up and take this free kick. Courtois organising his defence quite well, to be fair. If you're just tuning in, Belgium 2, France 0. Carrasco and Lukaku have given Belgium their lead right now. Griezmann over this set piece. You can see Conde at the back post. Pogba's darting towards the near one. It's a good ball by Griezmann. Pogba's got on the end of it. He just can't direct it down. And Belgium need to wake up because, as I just said, I said Pogba's name before he connected with the wall. You can see runners off the ball. It's a good set piece scenario from what it's worth. Benzema made a good run as well. And Belgium, they haven't really started off the second half too strongly. You don't want to throw this game away. I'm sure Roberto Martinez preached the importance of the next goal being vital. Vertonghen, Lukaku win a foul. Lukaku's done well to hold it up. Lukaku's done well. He's found Kevin De Bruyne, who's found his man on this right-hand side. Slowed the game down unnecessarily there, in my opinion, Kevin, but fair play. Team talk effect for France. It will calm down in 10 minutes, I feel like. Belgium, oh, bloody hell, Lukaku. If Lukaku knocks that back in, it might be... And it's fallen to Lukaku. This is poor defending from Rabiot. Carrasco, the chance is dead. It's fallen to Eden Hazard. I think Belgium needed to have a shot and do a bit more there. It's too patient. Edge of the area with Telemans. Telemans makes like he's going to shoot. Finds Witsel. Witsel to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne to Kassange. Ball into the box. Lukaku gets connection with it, but he swipes at it. And that would have been the death blow struck to the French. 5 minutes into the half. 3-0. Is onside, I feel, in the build-up. Does well, but yeah, it's with his right peg, man. Swings at it, swipes at it, doesn't connect with it, and it's still 2-0. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but the next goal again is crucial. Very crucial. Griezmann. Kylian Mbappe. Makes like he's going to shoot. Sells a bit of a dummy. Hernandez gets a second bite of the cherry. Possibly should have let it go out for a corner. Would have been a better opportunity. Rabiot, Paul Pogba has to probably buy a raffle ticket. Looked like he was fouled. Benzema looked like he was fouled. The ref, Benzema's offside anyways. Two men are down. Pogba is down. And I believe that is Witsel. France better start to the second half, but Belgium can hit them on the counter if they overcommit. And that's what you're hoping for if you're Belgian or you're one of the Belgian players, because just manage the game, just frustrate them, and they're going to have to gamble. You know, I'd rather lose 3-1 than 2-0. You have to overcommit. Can you exploit those spots, get that killer blow, get that silencer in the third? Because it wouldn't surprise me if there's another stage where Belgium are all, Belgium are pending their off, Pogba and all these guys are doing what they're doing, and it looks like they're going to score, maybe even get two, and then boom. You've all seen, how many times have we seen that play out in football? It's nothing innovative. Denier in possession. Ooh, bit of a risky pass from him. He gets to his intended target in Alderweireld. Belgium, again, Witzel's like, you're losing it too cheaply. Belgium don't want to go through. Griezmann. I mean, that's not a foul. We're playing a man's game with respect. I know everyone can play football, but that was very soft from Griezmann to go down there. Pause. Oh, I'm bugging out. I swear we are. Rabiot. Pogba. Lucas Hernandez. Rabiot. Varane. There's not much apart from the usual suspects. There's nothing on. Conde, Benzema. Other players have to. It can't just be the same old players, really. Look, and when it goes to Rabiot and Pavard, it's fucking shit. Pardon my language from these lot. Hazard begging you lot to foul him. Doesn't get a foul, isn't a foul. I mean, the other French player, it can't keep being Griezmann, Pogba, Benzema, Mbappe. It's 11 players on the pitch. Mbappe, Griezmann. Griezmann tries to slip it back in. Pause. They read it. Good play from Mbappe, I felt. Bit of dark arts from Griezmann. Dark arts. Cheeky little foul off the ball. Ref is alert to it. And you're starting to see elements of being frustrated in relation to the French players. Denial. Checks back in, realizes there's nowhere to go. Telemans. Hazard. Begging for a foul. Lovely balance and manipulation of a football. This guy has, man. Absolute baller. It's into the channels here. It's with Carrasco. Carrasco facing up against Conde. Conde does well, to be fair. It did look like a corner, in my opinion. The ref doesn't buy it. It clearly must have come off the man. I think Conde did well 1v1 there. Didn't overcommit. Didn't stay passive. Spot on DG. France being way too predictable. Like you said, too predictable, man. It's the same old things. Can't lie, there's a lack of leaders. The same names I said are the same guys displaying leadership qualities. You know, Varane isn't hiding, but it feels like watching Varane for United now. There's F full on for you. Look at Rabiot saying play it to him. Again, you probably just have to take off Conde and Rabiot. You know, Rabiot's not progressive enough. You've got Pogba there. You need someone on something like that in the middle, or pull Griezmann there and do something. Get on another striker. The back three needs to, I can't imagine Belgium, apologies, are going to overcommit. Take off a centre half. 10 minutes into the second half, basically. Boy, Deschamps knows what he's doing, innit? Did look like an inadverted handball from Mbappe, but Belgium once again deal with it. It's here with Eden Hazard, who the person you probably want it to go to loses it. Pogba. Conde. Tempo management is sublime. Rabiot is just defensively rubbish. Martinez is all about game management, and it's clearly reflected through this Belgium side. Should be, man. It's not all about doing this football thing, balling thing and whatnot. You need to manage games. Unless you're Brazil 02 or, Brazil 02 or France or France when they won the World Cup, or Spain when they did it, and it's just destiny. You need to switch on. Benzema in this left-hand channel. I think too many players take up similar positions in similar areas on the field where France are concerned. There's Effu on this right-hand side. Mbappe is on this side, though. Mbappe facing up against Carrasco. Carrasco's done very well. And right next to him, you have Telemans. Paul Pogba. Hernandez aims to switch possession. Finds Kylian Mbappe. What's he going to do? Step over. See you later, Carrasco. He's gone. And can he pick out a man? He's done all he can. How did you miss? Is that a corner? Griezmann, how'd you miss that, bro? Great play from Kylian Mbappe. Griezmann's vexed. He believes it should be a corner. Great play. See you later. Hits his step over. Gone. See ya. Does everything right. Puts it in a lovely area. Griezmann, what is that, bro? Griezmann swiped at it. I don't know what he's done. He's just got to use his right foot there. Goals changes games. We're approaching the mark of half an hour left. It looked like Pogba fouled Vertonghen there. I don't know if the ref has agreed. In fact, he has. Has to score, Omar. Has to score. He's going with his left foot. Now, I can't tell a professional footballer what to do because I never made it. But it looked like you just got to use your right foot there. Just just send it in. He's tried to pull it on his left. He's hit his left and then hit his right and gone out. Witsel. Make sure you're checking out your DG merch. To get all your DG merch, go to obviously the hyperlink you can see. Shout out Nightbot. What a miss. Harder to miss. Wanted to use his favoured peg rather than obviously just caressing it in. Conde. Pavard. Jules Conde. Mbappe. Conde. Conde ball into the box. No one there though. I mean, is Giroud on the bench? I think they just need to, whoever is an out-and-out 9, not a guy that can play everywhere, who is a number 9, they need to put that on the field at this moment in time. Let Benzema keep making these runs and have a target, man. Mbappe, Pavard's done well, to be fair to you. It's getting very scrappy from France. It's here with Benzema. Rabiot. Rubbed. Needed to keep it simple by sticking one foot out. Keep it simple, bro. Great strength from Pogba to hold off Witsel. And Mbappe on this left-hand side. Griezmann. Hernandez to the back post. Pavard. I mean, what was you doing there? That's horrible, man. And Hazard, we'll just see it's offside. But nonetheless, horrible intentions, man. Man are needing goals. And, you know, Pavard probably will make me look silly now because I'm saying it. But you need goals and you're relying on Pavard. You're going with a back three. You're needing goals in a formation that probably allows fullbacks to venture forward. And you've still, you know, half an hour odd left and you've still got Pavard on the pitch. Lucky you won World Cup because I ain't really got a leg to stand on to criticize you. But my word, it does look like they've hit a glass ceiling under the Champs. Courtois. Belgium have gone long. Good hold-up play by Lukaku. Lukaku, is it a foul? It can never be against Lukaku. What? I thought Varane was doing the fouling, but the ref thinks different, and it's now kicked off again with the French players. Pavard in possession. Back to Conde. Giroud's creasing, I'm sure. Belgium starting to sit a little too deep now. Risky, very risky, because there's half an hour left. But like someone said, Martinez knows about game management, so maybe he'll bring on, you know, you probably will see one of the attacking players come off fresh legs just to get a bit going further forward, but some defensive changes can't be too far away. If anyone needs to make the subs once again, it needs to be the French gaffer. Kylian Mbappe. Terrible from him, really. And yeah, once again, Belgium have possession. Alderweireld runs it out of play, though. Paul Pogba. Benzema. Mbappe. Benzema. Oh, good defending by Belgium. Mbappe gets it back. Mbappe, you might as well have a shot yourself. Step over, sends Telemans. You might as well bang it yourself. Does a great pass to pick out Benzema. Benzema fashions a shot, caresses it into the goal. I told you in the first half, these two look like they're on it. Fantastic play from Kylian Mbappe. Fantastic play from Benzema. Belgium 2, France 1. As you lot have been saying, Belgium are starting to sit in their half a bit too easily. They've been second best in this second half. You know, they've been giving loose balls away in the middle. And we knew the next goal was going to be crucial. It is scary. Now, I believe France need to make the changes. Take Pavard off. Benzema just finds a way into it. Great play from Kylian. Great play from Benzema. And that's what he does. Typical Benzema finish. Just when you think the chance is dead, fashion something out of it. And the two Real Madrid men have linked up very well. See what I'm doing there? And Belgium are going to F it up. You know, they are going to F it up. I think they're bottling this. Kylian Mbappe, ball in. Witsel saves it. I can't lie. You would not think some of these Belgian players are you know, turning 30 or 30. They're crumbling. Benzema fancies it. They almost got another one. Started getting worried after that Griezmann miss. It's peak now. Belgium are going to shank this. I can tell. In my opinion, they're shanking this. They need to hope that France overcommit and switch off. Griezmann to Paul Pogba. Pogba immediately looking for Mbappe. Someone of Pogba's quality, probably forcing that. Hazard. Pardon me, Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne. Those three players have done very well. Kevin De Bruyne, I spoke too soon because you're overplaying and he's lost the ball again. Benzema on this right-hand side. Oh, that's a ball. Griezmann. Oh, Griezmann. Trying to do too much, man. Moving like one pussycat. All he needed to do was leng it. And to be honest, Griezmann, if he scored that goal, who knows? It's 3 against 2 here. Belgium. Kevin De Bruyne, once again, the passing hasn't been there. Defo feeling vibes of an incoming bottle job. Trust. Belgium look shell-shocked, man. It's like they didn't prepare. They didn't ever think they'll be in this situation. Let's get another poll going. Oh, let's not look at that again. The final goal scorer. Final score. 3-1 Belgium. Hazard tries to stand it up. It doesn't work. 2-2 extra time. 3-2 France. You know, France could still find 2 goals. So let's go with 3-1 France. And I'll put still pens. Yeah, make sure you lot are voting on that one, folks. I should have cashed out at 2-0. Boy. Belgium are sitting too deep in defense, allowing France to come at them. Griezmann's doing too much above his pay grade. And he's one of the most expensive, probably, salaries in the team, to be fair to him. Rabiot, Conde. Does feel like a second France goal could happen. Mbappe's done well. Pavard. It's time to take off Pavard now, man. He's not serious. You're right. What a finish by Benzema. Game on. Agenda set. Come on, France. Pogba, that's a ball. Is Benzema going to get something on it? No. Courtois reads it. I do think there's going to be bottling from Belgium. Mbappe. Telemans tries, takes him out. Mbappe probably should have passed it. Doesn't pass it. Griezmann trying to appeal for a pen. You can never, ever, ever, ever. Has he pointed to the spot? I don't know. Is this a pen? I don't think this is a pen on Griezmann from Telemans. That ain't a pen. If that the game's getting mad. Oh, England's under 21s are bottling as well. Apparently it's 2-2 where that game's concerned. Boy, 2-0's a dangerous lead. I don't think that's a pen. That's a sheg. It looks like UEFA loaner. But then again, it seems like a totting up process. What is going on? Is it a pen? Is it not? What's going on? I can't hear the commentary. Has a penalty been given? The Tongan feels some sort of way. Doesn't look like a pen's been given. All VAR. That can't be good. I don't think that's a pen, but boy, maybe France just had to do the away for loaner thing. Do you know what? I don't think it's a pen, but I mean, Griezmann's rolling on the floor. There is contact. I mean, come on. Come on. But, you know, Griezmann's got a little contact, but not every contact's a foul. Griezmann's done well to act like he's being killed. Look, he's not even holding the right part of his leg. Yeah, it's a pen. It's a pen. It's a pen. But hey, to be honest, if it wasn't a pen, it was going to come another way. That is ridiculous. But it's been coming. Belgium deserved that because they've been bottling. It looks like Tossart is going to come on after this penalty. This is severe bottling. Kylian Mbappe, goal and assist pending. You know, I want him to score it. Obviously, it's a star boy thing. Come on, Kylian, man. It would be justice if he misses, though. That's a joke. If we was talking about defending being rubbish. Mbappe! Oi! Sue! Oi, it's 2-2. It's 2-2. Mad. A goal to match his assist. It's all mad, and it's looking like extra time, etc., etc. now. We're back again. Come on. It's lit. It's lit. It's all lit. It's all lit. It's all lit. Energy. Energy, folks. Absolute mazza's going on now. It's 2-2, folks. What a game this is turning out to be. Final score. Let me see what some of you lot voted. 67% of you said extra time. You're right. We might as well end the poll there, you know. Boy, it looked like you lot lost your money betting against Belgium, boy. And, you know, the French have deserved that, in my opinion, because Belgium have been bottling. It's as simple as that. Absolutely mad. Game on, folks. Rah, Tellerman's got subbed. Fuck, football's harsh, boy. Football is harsh. Someone explained to me how that's a pen. I mean, there is contact, but it's dark arts. It's fully dark arts from Benzema. I mean, from Griezmann. Griezmann's acted like he's been shot. I mean, that's where you sometimes see footballers in the Prem. They're too honest and they stay on their feet. As much as I think it's not a pen. This is the game now, isn't it? So at what point do we stop moaning about it's not a pen and do we say players have to be sensible? I don't think he's done anything wrong there, but yeah, Pogba. And to be honest with you, it does look like France might get another. To be fair to Deschamps, fair play to him. You know, subs. I was saying he needed to make a couple of subs. He stuck to his guns and they're figuring it out. That's a ball by Benzema. Too much on it by Mbappe. For Mbappe, apologies. And yeah, boy, Belgium need to get with it now. I mean, Witzel's done well there. Should have been doing that at 2-0. Hazard skips past Paul Pogba. Finds Carrasco. Back to Hazard. Hazard turns on it. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne, that miss looking costly now. Commentary curse, all of us gassing Martinez's game management. Hey, you look by yourself. But I've been saying Belgium look like they're going to bottle this. It's looking all mad right now. And it's taken Belgium to go down to think, okay, cool. Now they're actually doing what they should have been doing when they were up 2 goals up. Just didn't look on it after half time, man. Extra half an hour for no reason, potentially. Cliche, but attack is so often the best form of defense. Facts. How you hold on to the ball, how you retain the ball is also a form of it. And, you know, whether it's what you said, what I said, the conventional ways, Belgium have done neither of that. And it's here with Kylian. Oh, that would have been a good pass. I mean, the attacking players have saved the day in it. I can't lie. France's defenders have been suspect today. It's their attack. It's Benzema and Mbappe. I can't lie. Griezmann's been on this thing as well. Mbappe calling for a foul doesn't get it. And that's play. And it's Hazard against 4 players. Hazard needs options. It's too slow. It's too slow from Belgium. And numbers, white shirts are back. Play's been switched to Kevin De Bruyne. Carrasco probably needs to bang it. Lukaku. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's a fantastic save, I thought, from Hugo Lloris. It looked like the net was just going to burst there. Fantastic play by Carrasco. Lukaku does well. Maybe there's a slight deflection, but Lloris looks like he gets fingertips. And I felt he could have done better for the 2 goals. Yeah, he did get fingertips because it's a Belgian corner and Kevin De Bruyne is over it. Eden Hazard? Bro. Leandro Trossard. Now, assuming that this goes to extra time and all those things, big call to take off your captain. I think he looked all right today. Come on, ref. Kevin De Bruyne overhit. Vertonghen gets his head to it, but that's all there is to say. Carrasco does well. Lukaku to Kevin, well saved by Lloris. Corner to Belgium, says gameplay. 2-2. If you know what a game. What a game. Both semi-finals have been really and truly, Rabiot finally off with 15 odd minutes left. Tuchemani's coming on, the Monaco lad who was formerly of Bordeaux. Very good centre midfielder. Probably his last season at Monaco, in my opinion. Very good player. Works well with Pogba, to be fair. That is probably a move to see a more advanced Paul Pogba. And to be fair, that's an ace of it because Pogba's been well, but and when you're chasing, when the game's probably been there to win in 15 minutes for, I believe, both teams, but France, you probably want Pogba further forward, and immediately you could see it. From what I've seen of France, when Tuchemani has been introduced, it's a better partnership with him and Pogba. Same way Pogba and Kante is the A-lister. Rabiot don't work with Pogba. It doesn't work. We saw it. Benzema. Very good play from Benzema, man. Some of these footballers are amazing. Just when you think the ball's been lost, they just still got it. Pogba switches play. Conde. Tuchemani gets his first touch of the ball. It's to play a square pass to Hernandez. Pogba. Benzema. Probably tries to find Mbappe. It's poor, and it's 3v2. Two Belgian players against, better yet, 4. Lukaku has to do it alone, is he? Looks like he's going to try a step over. Still chasing his first touch as I speak. Terrible. Defending against himself. Hernandez, Griezmann, Mbappe, safe. Touch is probably too heavy. Denaya's done well, but he's played Benzema, good ball. And Pavard, fuck's sake, it's just gone to the... Pavard still got it, though. Squares it. Oh, it's a good block by Vertonghen. It's line to Tuchemani. Good save from Courtois. Belgium hanging on. You got you, Josh. Elite stuff. Are you mad? Oh, man. It's a glory to my team. Elite spirit, man. Ritzel. Arku. Oh, forces another save. He looked like he was offside. Has the flag come up? I don't actually know. It's difficult stuff like that when you can't hear the commentary. Closer than I thought, but still looks offside a yard or two. France still in possession, folks. Belgium need to do something fast. Charles, that waffling about Martinez's game management, where is it? Because they look like they're in trouble. Slightly ahead here. Benzema. Hernandez. Pogba. Tries to slip it in behind. Tuchemani. Conde. Carry it. I think Conde's had a good game. Apart from that little miss-hit thing he did in the first couple moments, he's been all right. I think Pavard's been shit. Can't cap. For extra live streams and videos, subscribe to me on YouTube. It says Nightbot. Also, to get all your DG merch, hit the link he's provided. And also, subscribe with Amazon Prime for free to support the channel, of course. France in possession. Pogba. Griezmann has to do it alone because Mbappe is offside. Tries to do the glory thing. Still rising. %74% of you went with France. 26% of you went with Belgium. Boy, Still in the balance. Courtois be impressed. Can't lie, Belgium love to live life on edge, innit? That's a corner. Days, man, are rattled, man. Get these guys out of here, man. Corner kick. Belgium are in trouble. They're not playing, bro. They're looking like an Arsenal team of under 23s and whatnot. Like, they don't look like, players are playing for Real Madrid. Players have played in Champions League finals. Players have been around the block and been playing at this level and at good club levels for a while. They've not defended. They've not held on to a lead like one. France, ball into the box. It's dealt with by Belgium. Hernandez. Can't lie, that's ramping. Another bite of the cherry. Deals with it. Yeah, that's good play from. Who's that? Is that? Vertonghen's twisting up, man. Is that Vertonghen? To Shamani and Vertonghen getting into it. Can't lie. Hey, Vertonghen with the skillers. Deschamps off his seat now. 10 minutes left, people. I think we can all see, unless a miracle happens, it's going into extra time. I don't think this goes straight to pens. I mean, surely it's traditional extra half hour. Carrasco. Cutting in off the left-hand side. Carrasco switches plays here with Tossart. He don't want to go forward. Kevin De Bruyne. Leandro Tossart. Loses it. And Benzema trying to get forward. Good defending. Good battle from both men, man. Benzema against two men from all three. The two men didn't want to let Benzema pass. Great determination from Benzema to work and still try to get something there. Benzema's had a great game. Belgium are rattled. Look. Alderweireld's up. Sorry, Kevin De Bruyne is telling Courtois why not go long. You lot are rattled, man. You're rattling yourselves. Belgium just look like it's a scapegoating thing. Strikers are gonna blame defenders. Defenders are gonna blame strikers. They look like they're finished, man. Jules Okonde forward. Pavard. Rabiot comes off and France start to boss the midfield. Exactly that, bro. As we discussed. Lukaku does well to hold on to it. Kevin, good pass to Leandro Tossart. Tossart, go forward. You just come on. Cassange, Tossart. Oh, good little. It's Cruyff turn to evade Pogba. Plays it inside to Witsel. No one wants to buy a raffle ticket. Carrasco. Lukaku chasing his touch. Pogba expertly rolls past him like he's not there. Mbappe needs to hold on to that ball. Does. Him and Benzema play a lovely 1-2. Benzema forces him out wide, but, spring chicken Mbappe's got that. Get your head up. Mbappe hitting the skillers. Has to cut it back. If it's two men, to be fair, there's no one up there with him, but it's terrible decision-making from him, really and truly. And there's not really any margin for errors at this moment in the game. Get ready for penalties would be my advice, folks. Get ready for penalties. Mbappe took that pen with so much confidence, unlike in the Euros. Yeah, crazy what confidence can do. Third place playoff and the finals to be played on Sunday, which again, I don't know if I'll be able to do watch-alongs for such people. Busy. Probably, maybe the final. Good game this year, bro. It's been 4 goals, 2 in each half. Interesting talking points. Made even better by the fact that you lot are here supporting the thing as well, man, which I appreciate each and every time. Benzema, been a man on a mission. I think he had his radars off that one. He's forcing that one. Absolutely forced that one. I don't know what he saw there. Man said Mbappe is still the Gucci Walcott though. Agendas have to run, I guess. Courtois in possession for Belgium. Goes long. Lukaku does well to win it against Varane. Good little game. That Griezmann with a little slide tackle. I think Witzel's on the ground now. I mean, he's back up to his feet. I wouldn't even give man the ball after that. I can't lie. Even though it's good sportsmanship and all. But nothing wrong with that, man. I can see a winner in extra time, hopefully. Vertonghen. Kevin. Vertonghen. Lukaku. Plays it behind. Lukaku's second half, he ain't done much, man. Griezmann does well. Tuchemani keeps it moving. Benzema, Tuchemani. Pavard. You can see both teams are starting to get tired now. Griezmann. Pogba. I think taking off Hazard was silly. Mbappe. This could be it. It is. Oh. Everyone thought that went in. Fantastic play by the French frontmen as well, people. The two Real Madrid players linking up very well. Well, it could be free if Pogba joins them on a free transfer. Fantastic. The attacking players for France have bailed them out, and regardless of this result, have bailed them out up until this point. What has happened to Telemans recently? Like the whole of Leicester, he's gone off the boil, innit? Unless you're probably Vardy and Iheanacho. Carrasco delivers a ball in. Look, oh my God! Smash and grab. Is he onside? Romelu Lukaku, smash and grab. Dark arts. Belgium might be off the hook there. Courageous comeback from France, but all of a sudden it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Fantastic counter-attack. Fantastic delivery from Carrasco. Lukaku gets his second. Talk about clutch. Lovely game, this. Fantastic play. France have gone to sleep. Pavard, bro, I tell man about this Pavard. You been telling man about Pavard today. Pavard sleeping. Can't do that. And now, to be honest with you, oh, VAR. Sheg. VAR's got involved. Sheg. Boy, VAR shagged it. Absolute sheg. So just like that, sheg, and they're let off the hook. Is he offside? Ah, come on. Bro, Pavard has been shit. Regardless of what happens today, Pavard has been bin juice. I just hope everybody knows that. And I like Pavard. Been preying him since his Stuttgart days. Free kick in a good area. It's gonna need to be something amazing, man. We're down to the dying embers. Bro, Carrasco playing out as a skin. VAR is involved now offside. Boy, all of a sudden. The drama. It looks like we're heading for extra time. I mean, I don't think Griezmann and Pogba are going to do much from this set piece. Tuchemani, Griezmann, Pogba all talking. You're not going to take it, mate. Come on. Drama, man. VAR had to get involved. Entertainment value is elite, though, right now. For real. Probably too far out to do anything of note, man. It's got to be one off the training ground. It's going to have to be something really world class to beat Courtois from here. Griezmann looks like he fancies it. Pogba strikes. He's hit the bar. It isn't the worst of efforts, but it's one of them where it's clearly going over and it's licked the bar. If you're going to shoot from there, it needs to be good, innit? It was a fantastic attempt by Pogba, but yeah, man. to be fair, I'm downplaying it. It's fucking good free kick. It's a bloody good effort. And that's what Pogba can give you. It's actually much closer than it looked. Courtois beating, it's just a bit too high. Shamani trying flicks like Pogba comes off. Griezmann. Ooh, Mbappe chasing his first touch again, but does well to find Griezmann. Griezmann sets Pavard. Pavard puts a ball in first time, tired. It's fallen to the on-rushing Hernandez, who strikes. And that's it! France have done the shegging now. France have shegged it. France have shegged it. This is why football is elite. This is why it's elite. This is why it's elite. Every damn emotion, as neutrals, we've experienced it. Every damn emotion, I'm sure the Belgium lads. If France got shagged and Belgium got shagged, it's you lot's fault. Neither team has defended well enough for those goals. Terrible defending for all 5 of these goals. And what a comeback this has been from the French. This has saved Deschamps' job, probably. This result has saved Deschamps' job. He probably might have got the hook. Benzema, unplayable. Unplayable today. Mbappe, unplayable. Griezmann, again, it's the usual suspects. France's attacking players have bailed them out today. Big performances for me, from Mbappe, from Benzema, from AG. Bailed them out today. Fantastic game. This is what football's about. To be honest with you, it's not even just the final. If all teams played like this, and there's been a sub, people, Dubois on for Pavard, and Pavard's done well to play that long. If both teams play like this, the third place playoffs got to be lit. Crazy. What a comeback. Michi Batshuayi coming on. Fantastic game management. 4 minutes of added on time, folks. 4 minutes of added on time. I actually need to bring the timer back. Cassange is off. So, boy, I can't imagine there's going to be too many efforts. Who scored for Belgium? Belgium didn't. I'm bugging out, boy. I'm getting too excited. Trust, bro. So happy to be chatting to you. Like, I'm not doing the scoreboards wrong. My bad, folks. Let me pattern that. Now we're back. We're back. How it should be. Looking at Pogba on the counter attack, folks. What a game this has been. You know, France can't afford to keep playing like this. They've got out of jail today. Mbappe. Can't lie, I'm not going to cap and say I'm going to remember this, but I'll remember a lot of Mbappe's performances for Monaco. I remember for France in the World Cup. And when they won, obviously, for me, the biggest standout game for me in his career so far has been his performance at the Camp Nou. I'm going to try my best to remember this because I think it was he's been on it today. He needed to be on it because there's been a lot of chatting from him, his mom, and everyone else. You know, next his dog will get interviewed in the French media. Theo Hernandez, under a minute left of this game, folks. Fantastic game of football. But hey, Belgium can only blame themselves. Poor game management. But this is why we love football. What a game. Do you know what the biggest problem is? That this game is just Nations League, you know. It's not a Euros or nothing. There's 10 seconds left. It's over. It's over, you lot. It's over. Denier. Belgium, it's over. You've got to go long. The ball's got to go. It's ref is looking to blow. It's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go, lad. You got to do it. Trossard, one of you's going to fuck it up, boy. You're not going to make it. Trossard, you're not going to make it. You lost it. You're not going to make it. You man are done. I don't know what the ref's on, but you man are done. France are in possession. Benzema, Griezmann. Benzema and Mbappe have had two very good games. They say Benzema's a negative influence in general. They criticize Mbappe. Even Pogba's performances are quite volatile where the French media is concerned. Half a minute extra has been played. Vertonghen does it, crumbles. Best Spurs impression. Kevin De Bruyne, Mr. Let Me Talk, is appealing for a free kick. And I think they've got one. Ref, come on, man. Bro, look, hey, elite dark arts from Deschamps. Bringing on subs. Bro, it's a minute and a half over. Ref, what we doing, man? What we dealing with? Elite time wasted, man. Benzema, my guy. I mean, the link-up play to come between Mbappe, between Mbappe and Benzema, obviously at Real Madrid next season is gonna be mad. Or it could even be this time. Courtois gone long. Ref, how long? I mean, not Courtois. Loris has gone long. Ref, how long, bro? 2 minutes and 25 seconds at this moment in time over where I've got on their clock. Are we just playing till Belgium score? Is there a Red Devils link between Man United and Belgium? Belgium, Lukaku. Oh, we are. Good header by Conde. Ref, fucking hell, come on, man. Pogba's fouled. Finally. Belgium 2, France 3. France 2, Belgium. France 3, Belgium 2. Apologies, people. Deschamps took my attention. Yeah, 3-2 victory for France. Fantastic comeback. Commiserations to Belgium. Regardless, there's a lot of things that, France are going to have to do better if they are to beat Spain. Belgium, you crumbled in the second half. Poor game management. I'm not saying it's these individuals, but I see Vertonghen, Courtois, Witsel, Telemans, Kevin De Bruyne, Denayer, Lukaku, people that have been around the block. They were behaving like a bunch of inexperienced 16-year-olds playing their first FA Youth Cup final or semi-finals. It was terrible. You should have won the game, ran away with it. Almost robbed it at the end. VAR got involved, Mbappe, fantastic. The attacking players for me from France have bailed them out. From minute one, Mbappe's taken up some good positions. Benzema's worked his socks off. Griezmann had a good game. Soft penalty, but the penalty did make a difference. Pogba did well. Big performance in terms of characters, man. Spain versus France in the Nations League final on Sunday. Premier League reffing. What a match littered with action, And again, for me, it makes that miss at the start from Kevin De Bruyne even more costly, where Jules Okonde fluffed these lines. What a stinker by the ref. To be honest, the referee with the pen and the referee with the what happened in the last game? They're sending off him yesterday. Probably took the gloss off things. Big call to take Hazard off. I mean, the third place playoff is due to be lit. To be fair, Italy versus Belgium is due to be lit. Then you've got Spain versus France from 7:45. Now, obviously, I'm actually not about on Sunday. I'm going to try and do the final. I'm going to try my best to do the final. Probably won't be able to do Italy versus Belgium at 2 p.m., folks. But yeah, man, it's been fantastic. My points have been redeemed. And what an emotional roller coaster for some of you. And I was dissing a lot of you. I was like, Belgium has robbed you lot. And now some of you have made some peas, man. So it's due to be a good game. And it was a fantastic game watching with you lot people. You lot always make these live streams lit. There's always interesting talking points. We've been through every emotion in that game, in my opinion, people. We've seen the shell shock of Belgium, who started off the slower of the teams, really and truly, who started off the stronger of the teams, sorry, not take their chances. You've seen France grow into the game. You saw Belgium probably sitting back in their own half too early unnecessarily. Crazy game, man. You lot are not happy with the ref. Awful defending, no closing out, awful second half coach tactics. Most importantly, horrid refereeing. To be fair, I think they saved his job. I think like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the Villarreal game where they've come from behind. I don't know if Deschamps would have been sacked because you've got a World Cup soon and you have to start the whole process again with a new gaffer, but there would have been an inquest. Pardon me. Big up, people. Thanks for great commentary with Wealthy Nation. Be blessed. One love. I mean, shout to everyone. It's been fantastic. On that note, though, I'm going to let you lot get out of it. It's been fantastic with you lot. I'll be back again on Twitch at 10 a.m. UK time to talk just anything that's going on with football. We'll share some points over this game, etc., etc. Obviously, you know, I'll be on YouTube at 11:30 tomorrow as well. So please make sure you're subscribed on YouTube as well as following and subscribing on Twitch. And yeah, man, make sure you're just checking out the YouTube community tab. Make sure you're checking out your schedules on Twitch. And yeah, man, the content will find you in that regards, man. Defo brown envelopes to the ref. France defo need to shape up if they want to play and beat Spain on Sunday. You know, Mbappe will be interesting because he's playing the nation in which he wishes to live in a couple of months if he gets his move. But on a serious note, it's been a fantastic one with you lot, as it always is. Good night, people. I'm out.
Because he always used that active red light defenders.
I think it's like